Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world.
I've been looking around for salvation. I've been looking around for the truth. All around me I see frustration, and I looked all over till I found you. I sit and listen to your stories, and you're telling me, please don't worry. A lot in this world you should know, and love in life is where you should go. If you're looking for somewhere to go, if you're looking for someone to know, if you're looking for someone to guide you, then love in life will guide you. I know that life outside is so hard. There's a lot of things that can tear you apart. I know the road sometimes feel lonely, but remember you're not the one and only. There's always someone there to help you, a helping hand to pull you through. There's only one thing you should do: take my hand and join the Love and Laugh crew. If you're looking for somewhere to go, if you're looking for someone to know, if you're looking for someone to guide you, then let love and life guide you.
Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world, and most importantly of all, the Loving Life family. Wow, what a big day we got set up for you now. Last night I had Des Palm, our leader of Cape Exit, and Jack Miller from the Cape Party on a live stream. Today we will be covering the first of many marches by independence organizations and parties in the Western Cape, promoting the strategy of breaking away from this corrupt ANC-led South Africa to the north and establishing our own independent state. I'm going to put a link in the side chat to last night's live stream. I'll just put that in there so you can have a look at it later. But there it is. It was a 2-hour-long live stream talking about independence in the Western Cape. Now, let me show you the information brochure for today's event. This is the march in support of independence in the Western Cape. Here we go. Okay, so when? 10 a.m. Saturday, that's today, from outside Clutersville High School in Curry Street, which is near Stellenbosch, going to De Braak Park, which is in Stellenbosch, via Bird Street, about 3.6 kilometers. Now, just for your information, there are police who will be attending and ensuring security and safety of the people who come along. I'm just going to put this image up there so that you can have a look at this in your own time. You can see there's a free shuttle service into Cloutiesville, available to all marchers from central Stellenbosch, De Braak Park, between 8 a.m. and 9:30. So you still got 27 minutes to get there if you are wanting to attend and get a shuttle service to Cloutiesville. But then you'll be walking back to De Braak Park, which is about 3.5 kilometers. And of course, they say there's a full police escort. And there are the rules: maintain peaceful and respectful behavior, no flags, old or new, no alcohol or weapons, and COVID-19, wear a mask and maintain 1 meter social distancing. Now, I have my own point of view about wearing a mask, but hey, I'm not an organizer, so that's what the rules are. That's what you got to do. Okay. Now, you still have over half an hour to be part of this historic event. Please make sure that you attend if you can. I'm going to show you a short video clip which shows you the route that the marchers are going to be taking today. And here we go. Okay, we're starting off at the Cloutiesville High School, which is, as you can see, near Curry Road. And the R304 going into Stellenbosch is this road over here. And the marchers are going to be walking into Stellenbosch, so they're going to be coming this way, coming down here. That's Cloutiesville High School there again. And we're going to be walking down this way, down the R304. This is Bird Street. This is Bird Street here, coming in. You can see Bird Street. And it goes under the Adam Tass Road, and then we follow Bird Street, the marchers, all the way to the center of Stellenbosch and into the park. Here it is here. De Braak Park. That's where the speeches are going to be made later on in the morning. We'll be following the procession. I'm going to show you the geographic view now, so people who know the area will recognize it. There's De Braak Park. There's that huge shopping center here. This is Bird Street, coming up here. Bird Street. And there's that Adam Tass Road that crosses over Bird Street. And up here you've got the school where the march starts. Now the distance is about 3.6 kilometers, so it's quite a long distance. So if you do have a problem with mobility, just stay at De Braak Park and wait for everybody to arrive. There's Cloutiesville High School. All right, guys, that gives you a really good idea as to where the march is taking place. This again is just the map view. There's Cloutiesville High School where it starts. Be there by 9:45 a.m. and then moving down to Stellenbosch Central where you've got De Braak Park. All righty, let me get out of there. We'll be covering this event live, and we'll now cross to our citizen reporter, Michelle, who is on the ground at this event. Okay, let me get Michelle on. Hi, Michelle.
Hello, hello. Are we
How's
the
it
right way
going?
around? I've
Wow.
got help channel. This is Joe Emilio. He is another YouTuber.
Hi, Joe. Good to see you.
I roped him in. He's helping me out, and we've got Pet Zoo over here.
From the Pet Zoo film crew.
Oh, fantastic. Well, it's good to have you on board.
All right, so let me
I'm
just
from
help you out.
Loving Life.
Button.
Scott?
That there.
And Emilio is just helping me out if I want to change it around.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go. Yeah, we changed it around. Okay. So are you at the Brock
Right.
Park, are you? Or are you
Got
at
it.
the school?
Oh, I'm actually getting shaky now, Scott.
You
I-
need to tap
it's
the screen
nerves.
first.
I'm not used to it. Okay, Pet Zoo.
I just see
It's
cameraman everywhere.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
shooting me at the moment.
Yes.
That's got the permission.
I'm gonna have
Well,
to
he's
be
got
your camera
permission. Now
operator.
you've got no choice, Pet Zoo. Okay, thanks,
Choose my
Emilio.
words better.
You're a star. Okay, so Emilio has his own YouTube channel, so
Right.
very nice of him to help out here. So we're here, we arrived. Everybody is still setting up. So I think I'm going to give you a long shot just now as
Yeah.
well.
Are you at the Brock Park or are you at the school?
Pardon?
Are you at the school or the Brock Park?
No, we were up at the school earlier on at Crittisville Secondary earlier on, but there wasn't many people there. So we decided we're going to come down here to the Brock Park because this is
Ah.
actually where it's going to be.
Okay.
And then we're going to take shuttle service up there. And I thought, well, we're going to shuttle you loving lifers with us.
Oh, that's fantastic. We'll love that. We're in your hands, Michelle. We're in your hands. Do you want to walk us around and meet a few of the people there?
Yes, I definitely will. I'm going to turn you guys around.
You're getting really good at this.
Am I?
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah, you turned around.
These guys won't leave
What's
us
it?
alone.
Who's that guy with a flag over his head?
That's Emilio. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Okay, so this
Fanny.
I'm panning. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Brock Park. where
What's
we are.
that
So I'm just
beautiful
gonna pan.
building in front of you with the old Dutch gable?
That looks like it could be a church to me. Do you guys know what that is? Looks like a church to me, doesn't it?
They've got the kruithuis here.
Okay. They've got them.
The kruithuis. What do you call a kruithuis? Where they keep the gunpowder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kruit. But I don't know what you
okay.
call it in English.
So how do I do?
No, it's
Can I?
Afrikaans.
Nee, dis okay. Jy kan Afrikaans mos praat. Ek praat baie- Ek het baie Engelse accent.
No, I can hear that.
Ek probeer mos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michelle,
Yes.
why don't we go on a little walk down to where that crate house is or whatever it is? Because it looks like a beautiful old Cape Dutch building.
Let me just go and
How far is
introduce
it?
you
About
to-
100 meters from you?
Yeah, it's not far. It looks further on the camera.
Yeah.
This is Charmaine. Charmaine, say hi.
Hi, Charmaine.
Hi.
Welcome
Charmaine
to the
and
Loving Life
that's
family. Hi.
Nice having you. And our Cape Exit crew. So I'm just going to take a walk down there just to show the peeps what's going on this side. Are you going to wait here? Yeah, we'll stand right. Okay, don't leave me behind.
Now,
Yeah, I'm
we're,
lucky.
we're in the heart of Stellenbosch, aren't we?
We are, yes. This is the main park one of the main parks that we're in.
Hmm.
I want to actually do a tour for you so that you can actually see all the beautiful buildings here. Stellenbosch,
Oh, it's
so
beautiful.
absolutely gorgeous. So
It's such a
there's the
historic
Brock-
area.
Absolutely gorgeous. Right, so let's start swinging. There's another beautiful old Cape Dutch building over there. There's another building in front of us. I actually wish somebody would be here with me so they can explain these places.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can make out on the top, it says 1840
Wow.
with the gable, the Cape Dutch. And then we're going to pan out to the mountain.
Wow. Can
I
you
don't
see
know if
Table
you can
Mountain
get
from here?
No, we're a bit far away. It takes us, it's about 45 minutes or 40 minutes depending on traffic
Right.
to get to Stellenbosch.
Yeah.
So there we go. I don't know how much you could pick up. They've got the big Christmas tree up already. Look.
That's
Okay,
a
let's go-
crappy looking Christmas tree.
It's full of life. I think at night it will look quite dramatic.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Oh,
I
there are the
love
cannons.
these
Right.
old buildings. I mean, wow, the history that comes out of them is quite extraordinary.
Absolutely. But you know, Stellenbosch is like this. Around every corner,
Yeah.
you get all beautiful old buildings. So, I mean, you can see there now, I'm going to show you right on the edge. You're going
What's
to
that
see one of
building
the.
right in front of you?
That's the craters. Look, you're going to see
Oh,
the
so
cannons.
that's where they kept the gunpowder.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And
See, I've
that's
also
going
learned
back to the
something.
1800s.
It's got. I'm going to walk across the road. Just hold on a sec.
Yeah.
There is a date here. It says 1777. I'm going to take you to see it.
1777. Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
And there's a cannon outside.
And it still says Bach on it. Look.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Okay, I'm going to get this right eventually, so I just want to see the angles and how it's.
Yeah, and it says
Okay,
VOC. That's a Dutch East India Company.
Absolutely. And
That this
I'm
is
just
this is really a historic building. That's Dutch East
It-
India Company. That's who
it's
Jan van
amazing.
Riebeeck settled the Cape under.
Now look at this one right ahead. Also
Oh,
with
wow.
the gables. And I'm just going to pan here. Stellenbosch is a beautiful.
Look at that. Isn't it beautiful?
Beautiful.
Can you imagine what the economic freedom fighters would do with this?
How it will all be taken down. There won't be anything
Yeah,
left.
they would burn the whole lot down. Yeah, I'm not going to go there. Wow.
The sun in my face here, so I don't know what you're seeing. Hopefully I'm not too wobbly. I'm
No,
walking.
you're perfect. And what we're seeing is the cannon right now. And can you go through that gate into the crates?
I will.
Let's have a wander.
Let's go
What's
to
that
the
sign say? Okay, VOC Crates. The VOC Crates was built by Philip Hartog and Lambert Flick and was completed on the 15th of March 1777. Wow. So it was used
Amazing.
to store the town's firearms, cannons and ammunition. Whew.
Yeah. Have you
Wow.
finished reading? Because I can't make out on screen. I'm actually surprised you could read that, Scott.
Yeah, I can read it beautifully, and I think everybody else can too. Can you take us
Good.
inside? Let's have a look.
Yeah, let's go.
While we're
I'm
just hanging around and waiting.
Okay, so it's closed. So
Yeah.
it does have an entrance fee of 10 Rand, but it is closed.
There's no one there on a Saturday.
Look at these old windows. Look here.
Oh my
Can you
gosh, look at
Win-
these windows.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh wow.
There's another one. Hello. I'm busy filming for a live stream. Here's the lady. Good morning.
Hi, how are you? Is there any chance Michelle can just do a little bit of video inside for an international audience?
Oh, you're an absolute honey. Thank you.
Oh wow.
Oh, awesome. Look here. Look at the wooden.
Oh my gosh.
A bit closer. Look at this.
This is amazing.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wow.
What is your name? Megan, you're a star. Thank you, Megan. Look at the old metal.
Look
Looks
at
like a
that
jail.
door.
Ooh, look at this lock.
And look at the guns. Look at the guns behind there.
This is
Oh wow.
absolutely-
And those are powder horns.
Yeah.
I have
And
got
you-
a powder horn which predates these powder horns. In fact, I'm going to go and get it while you just show people around, because
Okay.
it was actually Adam Koch III, the Griquas, which dates back
Yeah.
to no, he was this was 1830s, and these guys are 1770s. But Adam Koch was riding horseback, so he had a much bigger one. I'll just go and grab it. You keep on showing people around. There it is. There, go back a bit. Go back a bit.
Is
Yeah,
that it?
you see that powder horn hanging from the gun. That's the
Yes.
sort of thing that I'm going to show people right now. Yeah, that's a powder horn. That's the original powder horn.
We've got some muskets. I think they call that. I'm not very clued up on guns, I must admit. Okay, I'm getting a bit close here. No, let me just. quickly move back and out, and I'll show you these ones over here. And Megan very kindly said she'll turn the lights on for me.
Oh, wow.
Can I go up?
I'm
All
back.
right, thanks,
I've got
Megan.
the powder horn, but let's look at this first. And while you're walking back, I'll show people the powder horn that I've got.
I'm so chuffed that you asked.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
amazing. Look at that. What's in there? Oh,
Can you get
these
it
are the
here?
barrels of gunpowder and the cannons. Oh, wow. This is history, guys. This is real South African history. This dates back hundreds of years. Long before a Bantu person ever put foot into the Cape.
Absolutely.
This
That's
is
why
the
we're
big
taking the
lie.
Cape back.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise,
Oh,
all
wow.
of this.
That is
Oh, look here.
amazing. And just
Let
go
me
a bit
see.
high. Oh, yeah, that's one of the British soldiers.
Yes.
Yeah. That
And
would
I
have
think
been long after
Let
1777.
me see. I don't know if you can read.
I can't read, but I see the photos. Wow.
Let's just see. I don't have my damn glasses on, so I can't read for you either. That doesn't help. But
It
from
says
the
Stellenbosch Anglo-Boer War. So that's now
Yes.
1899, 1902. Yeah, that's a British soldier from that time. In fact, I've got one of their khaki uniforms from the Boer War. That's actually not right. You know why, Michelle? That is pre-Boer War II, because in Boer War II, the British had khaki uniforms. They didn't have the red uniforms that they had in the first Boer War, where the Boers picked them off like target practice because of the red that they wore. So this is as a historian, but that's fine. I mean, that uniform dates back to the 1870s. What I'll do just in a few minutes is I'll show people what a uniform from 1899, a British uniform from 1899 looked like. Wow, that was incredible. Okay, so while you're showing people around, I'm going to show people here what my powder horn looks like. This is a powder horn that belonged to Adam Cock III, the Griqua. There it is. That was his own powder horn. He hung that around his shoulder. Yeah, this is a new strap, I understand that, but this is a buffalo horn. This is buffalo horn. That's ivory. You can see the wooden plugs because they didn't have nails in those days. And look at the beautiful carving at the top of this powder horn. This is what I love about history. This has been right around South Africa on the shoulder of the Griqua leader back in the 1830s and the 1840s. Absolutely amazing, beautiful powder horn. I had it renovated because it did have a couple of little things wrong with it, but it's now in perfect condition. Anyway, let's get out of powder horns. Okay, now getting back to where are we now, Michelle?
We are back in the park. Now
Yeah.
I'm looking for my crew. And I don't know where they are. They haven't left me behind. So they're not by my car. I hope they haven't caught a shuttle already. Don't worry.
Don't worry, you'll find them.
Here.
You'll find them.
Exactly. Otherwise, I've got my car.
Yeah,
I'll just drive up.
you'll find them.
Okay, so I'm just walking up. You'll see here's the banners. Here's Cape Party.
So show us these little locations that have been set up. So we've got the
so
Cape
here we go.
Independence. This is a Cape Party.
Yes.
Is
Here we
Jack
go.
there?
Jack is here. Franz is going to introduce me to. There.
Oh, who's this group here?
Having a photo shoot. There's Jack. How's it, Jack? How are you? Good. Thank you.
That's just a copy of the permit in case anybody's digesting.
Okay,
Have you met Jack?
No, I haven't met Jack yet.
Officially. Jack?
Yeah.
Michelle, my lord.
Pleased to meet you. Look, I'm live streaming at the same time.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
Hi,
wait,
Jack.
I'm going to put. I'm going to talk next
That's
to you.
good.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
good.
How are you?
Where can you see me? No. I think turn it around.
There you
we
go.
go.
That's it. Now I see you. Yeah, there we go. What a great shot, Jack and Michelle. So, Jack.
I can't believe it. I was like, I was hoping it was between France and John to try and get you on because we thought we have to do this. We have to get you
I
on.
literally found out at like 7:45. I got the message, and literally, I mean, I was sweaty, long day, hectic. Jumped in the shower, and then
You were in a meeting, Jack.
well, I was before that.
It was a meeting. Yes, like I get it.
we get sweaty in our meetings.
Jack,
Well, at least you made-
meet the Loving Life family. Well,
Lots of
Michelle
love
is
to the
part of the
Loving
Loving Life family.
Fantastic, Scott. Thank you so much for last night. It was a great evening, and really good to chat about some of the details of what we're trying to do here. And today I think it's going to be fantastic. We got Cape Exit, we got CIAG, obviously Cape Party. We're really excited.
That's fantastic, and we've had about 5,000 people go through that live stream since last night. So it's it'll pick up, but it's a huge number. So it's all good.
And the amount watching today?
Right now we got close to 250 watching, but that'll probably increase during the morning. It'll probably go up to. Normally they.
What time is it?
The most.
What time is it? What time is it in Australia?
Well, in Australia it's 5:30 p.m.
Okay.
But the most I've had in a live stream was at Senegal, where I had 16,000 people watching at one time.
Sure, but there was like 13,000, and every time we hit a new thousand, I just put one of those flips.
So you never know what's going to happen. We're really beholden, unfortunately, to YouTube. It depends whether they hide the live stream and stuff like that. And look, Jack, I didn't mention to you last night, but we're actually setting up our own platform. We're leaving YouTube because we've had enough with them, and we're setting up.
That's very interesting to hear. I mean, I've heard about different platforms out there. What platform are you planning on using?
We're setting up our own called LovingLifeTV.com. And what I was speaking to Rudy, who's setting it up earlier, was the idea of actually having on the home page a link to independence parties in the Cape, and which would mean that we could actually then, with your permission, upload all the Cape Party videos directly onto the website, have links to your website and stuff like that, because we have so much more flexibility when we get off the YouTube platform, which is where we're going. So look, we'll keep you informed about that in the future.
Brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. We've all got to keep informed here. We've all got to pull together because we need to get this done.
We've got to get away from dependence on these big platforms which have their own agendas and censor people, and we need to be totally independent of that. It's rather like your Cape Independence Party.
You said hi to our supporters.
Let's turn you around. Okay,
yeah.
Jack, just push the button here at the top.
Okay.
Have you wait, let's
guys,
turn
okay.
around. Okay, we've got Jack, cameraman.
Okay, cameraman Jack. Thanks. So to everyone in Australia, here's a lot of love from the Cape Party here in Cape Town. Say hello to Australia.
Move slower, Jack. It's too fast. Do it half the speed. There we go. That's better. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah, so that's the crew.
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
Well, I mean, this is still early, so we got a lot more people coming, and we're really excited.
Well, we started this live stream by giving people the exact locations where to go. So if they're in the Cape, they can actually go directly to the park you're at, or to that Clutisville High School, for the 9:45, 10 start. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, Scott, I've got a bit of admin stuff to do here. I'm going to hand you back to Michelle. But
Okay.
yeah, awesome to chat. I'm sure we'll chat later.
Okay. Good to see you, buddy. Chat soon.
You too, brother.
Cheers,
Have a good
mate.
one.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
That was so cool. Thanks, Jack. Here's your phone.
All right, thank you.
I'll spot you up at the top. Oh, I just wanted you to say hi to France, who helped organize Jack on the channel last night.
Hi,
Hello,
France.
Scott.
How are you?
Good, awesome, thanks.
And we've got
Excellent.
Anton over here.
Look. Go back to France for a second. France, I love your hat.
All the way from Oz.
Well, it looks
Actually
like
called,
Crocodile Dundee's hat.
Actually called the Croc. It's a Nakubra.
Well, you know, France. Okay, can we go back to France, Michelle?
What?
France.
He's gonna give
You know that movie with Crocodile Dundee,
Yeah.
and where he's in New York, and this guy walks up to him with a little knife and says, "Give me your money," and what was his name? Oh my gosh, I should know this. Yeah, Paul Hogan. Paul Hogan
Oh, yeah.
pulls out this huge knife and says, "That's
I
not
know,
a knife.
this is a
This is a knife." you really look, and he was wearing that hat when he made that buffalo lie on the ground. Remember that? So that hat is so Australian.
It is. Well, it's actually a Kubra from Oz.
Yeah, I can see it. Sorry, Michelle, over to you.
Jack
Hi.
on last night. This is France's wife, John. Sorry, I said Jean. It's John.
Hi, Jean. How are you?
Live.
Fantastic. Great.
It looks like it's a
This is-
beautiful day there in Stellenbosch.
Yes, yes. Lovely weather. We couldn't have wished for a better day. It's really
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Look,
Yes,
I'm
right.
hoping and praying that independence comes to the Western Cape. I really am.
No, it will. It will. It's the support and the interest in it is just exploding. So although this year has been very hard for everybody, and with the lockdown and everything, it's good for Cape Independence.
Yeah. Well, look,
It's-
tourism is
can't
a
be-
tourism
can't
is
be
a huge
stopped.
part of your market. So it must have really hurt that industry.
Yeah. And thanks for everything you're doing. Thanks for
Yes, we did
streaming
it.
this.
We did
It's
it last
great.
night. We got it all. Scott, I have lost the rest of my party, so I might have to. Where? Darbover?
Just now up there.
Shop. Oh. Look behind me. I thought that was cryptic. Okay, so here we are. What is happening now? Are we going to catch? Should we just drive?
Yeah, I
Or
think we should.
Should we drive?
Yeah.
Then maybe you can hold or you can hold the camera because you're sitting in front. Then you can just show the.
Are you getting a shuttle to the school now, are you?
We are, but I've got my car here.
Oh,
And
so you're going to
apparently
take your car?
So I'll take my car, but then we'll get Chad. He can hold the camera so we
Yeah.
can live stream. We can just
Absolutely.
be outside the
Yeah,
town.
absolutely.
Okay,
Where's that huge shopping centre near the park?
I think it must be one of these. Should we just take a walk down there? We don't have to leave right now, do we, Shame? Oh, wait a second. I'm going to turn you around. I was thinking that you're on the long shot. Okay, there we go.
You're
Scott.
getting very good at this, Michelle.
Am I?
Absolutely.
Yoo-hoo.
I'm
My
very,
arms are
very
shaking.
impressed.
I need to do weight because my arms are shaking.
It's only a cell
I
phone.
was so glad when Jack took over. I was like, I don't know what you're going to see. I guess well, it's a bit wobbly now because I am walking. But here we are basically in the center of the town. I think this is where the circle is and where it, no, maybe not. But anyway, yes, yeah, right in front of us is.
Oh, yeah,
Just
there's
looking
that
at
big
the
shopping
outside.
centre. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, they've got such beautiful
It's a
avenues,
huge complex. Absolutely huge.
trees. It's absolutely beautiful. You see, the climate is very different here. Like, for example, where I stay,
Yeah.
it is so dry and everything's dry because of it's so close to the sea. But here, it is beautiful.
Yeah. And it
You can
looks
see
like
it's
it's
old.
maintained well as well.
Oh yes, yes, for sure, it definitely is.
Yeah.
So that's just a little bit of where we are now. But maybe one day what I should do is we should do like a Stellenbosch street. Or if you've got people going to little towns, for example, some of the viewers would be quite nice.
Yeah,
Just to do like
absolutely. That'd be a
all the
great
news.
idea to have like a little live stream on a town. Yeah, absolutely. I love that idea.
I didn't realize I'm standing right here with a truck in front of us. All right, let me just speak to my peeps over here. What is the time now? 9:30. Okay.
Takes us about 15 minutes to get there.
Yeah,
so I think
because
we
it
should.
starts at 2:45. Okay, Scott, what we're going to do is we're going to start heading up. We're not going to take the shuttle. I'll just drive.
Now,
Are you still
Viking Boer has said, Michelle,
Yeah.
this is one of the best live streams with live camera work and sound. Salute to Michelle Mullard and her team. Great camera work. How's that?
Wow.
Hey?
Thank you so much, Viking. Fantastic. I was as nervous as hell. I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'll just have to act like a clown to entertain you if it doesn't go too well.
I have to laugh at that Christmas tree they've got up there. It looks like a joke.
No, man, it's quite a groovy tree.
No, well,
It's got like-
it hasn't got any branches or anything. It's just, it's just
like-
metal.
Yeah. These are our Cape Town trees for you. And then Adderley Street, they normally have this as well. So there's light. I don't think you can make it out, but there's signage over there. So it will obviously light up at night. I think it will look quite pretty because they've got
Yeah.
quite a few lights around, which I don't think is being picked up here. Well, there we go. There's one.
Hmm.
We've got like a whole row of these things going out like the top of the circus tent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as
But
long
it
as it
really
works
is-
at night, I guess that's good.
Yeah. Well, I think if they had to put a tree here, it would disappear for firewood. What do you say?
I don't think in Stellenbosch, but I think if it was in Soweto, yes. Wow,
No,
look at
you never
those side windows.
Where? Oh yeah, the shutters.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Are,
this
are
is
these
actually
private
what-
houses or these government houses?
I think they would be government buildings. I don't think they are. They would have been in the past,
Yeah.
but definitely not today.
I
there's a
love
beautiful
the old
Jack-
Dutch gables.
It's
They're
like
so
that.
so beautiful.
How beautiful that is.
Oh, it's absolutely
Don't know if you can
stunning.
capture it.
I-
Beautiful.
Is that a
I'm happy
jacaranda
to
tree?
talk to Chad. Okay.
Is that a jacaranda tree?
Yes, it's a jacaranda. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh gosh, Peter Maritzburg
Yeah.
and Pretoria must be looking absolutely stunning right now.
Oh, absolutely.
It's one thing the ANC can't screw up is nature. I suppose they can do that
I'm
too.
happy- Over to Chad. I'm going to be driving, so he.
Okay, yeah, no props. Chad, we're in your hands.
Yeah.
So now we're off to the Clutersville High School, which is about 4 kilometers from here.
Yeah.
Which is the gathering point for the march. Okay.
You know that it is so hot outside. You have no idea. I'm
Wow.
going to put our aircon on. How are we going to... Scott, can you see through the windscreen? Can you see all right?
Yes, I can see beautifully. Chad's doing a great job.
Okay. So Chad's going to be doing the film work for us.
Yeah.
If I can get into here. Do you have your Google Maps on? Otherwise, we're going to go in circles. Bye, Cape Town.
Now the truth comes out. Now, is this Bird Street you're going up?
Oh wait. Okay.
Shit.
Is this Bird Street you're going up?
How much?
Only that, no change.
What's
Oh,
happening?
okay. I'm glad.
Just tap or in.
Tap. I'll tap. Well, this is actually better.
There's better.
Yeah.
Because the people they not carry cash with them.
Yeah, exactly. You found it. So we're
Look at those beautiful buildings. Wow.
just paying the car guard.
Okay, okay.
No, it's fine. I've paid. Thank you very much. Bye.
In South Africa, just for those who are not in South Africa, you've
Yeah,
got
you gotta
people
pay
who actually
big.
look after your car because crime is so high. And what do they call the guys who look after your car?
Car guard.
Car guys. Okay, so they look after your car, and you pay them a tip to make sure that no one breaks into your car. But from what I hear is often the car guys are actually in with the gangs, and if they see something, it's gone when you come back.
You wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
See, there are some legitimate ones because it's their only form of income, and a lot of them actually make quite a bit of money. I know that there is a car guard near where I am, and he actually has managed to save up enough money to buy himself a little second-hand city Golf
Wow.
by being a car guard.
Now, Michelle, is this Bird Street?
Now you're asking me.
Well,
Okay, wait. There was Papafy Alexander. We're in Alexander right now.
Because
I
Bird
remember
Street takes you to the Cludersville High School.
yeah, so we have to go down Wellington.
Wellington.
Down
So
that way.
we're going to be turning
Yeah.
right here.
So we're just gonna go the same way that we came here.
Yeah.
Do you remember how to go?
Do you
I
remember?
Remember
Okay,
Because
guys, we're going from the park where the speeches are going to be made later to the actual meeting point where the marchers are going to actually march from, which is about 4 kilometers from the park. So this is where we're going right now, is to the meeting point. So the people are going to be meeting there at between 9:45 a.m. and 10 a.m. So we're now 9:41 a.m. South African time. So very shortly we'll be meeting all the people who'll be marching back to the park we've just come from. Wow, what's that big building on your right?
On our right, I
I think it's just it's houses.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
just
a
apartments.
block of flats.
Okay, wow.
There's quite a few houses along here on my right-hand side now, and it's industrial here on the left-hand side.
Right.
So there's not much to
That
see
was
there.
student houses.
Was it student housing?
Yeah.
That's student accommodation.
900 meters to left.
100 meters
Nice.
to the left.
Turn left onto Loud Street.
Okay, so let me get into this game. Is
900
this taking us a different route now, Shaman? Because didn't we go past the main set of robots up there earlier?
Yeah, we still went like around that way.
No, we didn't go to go. I was so busy talking to you. I actually don't know.
You gotta love the GPS machines.
About the chatterbox.
They can take you anywhere.
Carry on.
Carry on straight.
Now,
Okay.
Peter Dutoy says, let Michelle know it's amazing how she films, but she must keep the speed limit. Ha, ha, ha.
Ha ha ha. I just need to rev a little bit. I can tell you I'm going at 200.
Well, you know what's so funny about this, Michelle, is you know so many of these people well from the side chat on the live streams, and they're now all giving you advice.
Well, they could be driving for me. It would be much easier.
Yes, the robot
I-
in the two left.
Robots there.
Turn left onto Loud Street.
I have said to them in the side chat, I've been saying over and over again in the side chat, please guys, if you're here, come and say hi. So where are you guys hiding? Where are you?
Yeah, well, they won't be there if they were going to be saying hi to you. So they might still be waiting at the school. You never know.
Okay, well, they've seen my face now. They know what I look like. They must just come and say hi, then we'll get them on film. They mustn't be
Absolutely.
shy.
Absolutely.
No, but I was thinking before I came on here. I thought, oh, I've never done this before. I'm a little bit nervous.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job, Michelle, believe me. You know, just imagine you're talking to the family. It's just it's all it is.
No, I'm fine.
Left onto Curry Street.
I'm
Okay.
fine now. All right, left onto Curry Street.
Ah,
Okay, this-
Curry Street is the one you're looking for. That's where the school is.
This is the coloured area that we are in now, and
Right.
this is Cluttersville.
The destination is on your left. Cluttersville High School.
Yes, so
I wonder if we can park in the school, or if we must park outside.
See if you can park in the grounds.
Yeah.
Just stay with these. It is back. It's not outside.
Did Des and them leave already?
yeah, they left a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope you guys are enjoying this.
We are. It's a bit of a
Here we
tour
go.
around Cape Town or Stellenbosch.
I'm going to be cheap, and I'm going to ask him if can we go in?
Yes, stay with sort of perfect.
Hi, we're part of Cape Exit. Are we allowed to park inside?
Cape Exit.
Cape-
What function?
For Cape Exit?
For the
Independence March.
Independence March.
Oh, I don't know, but
Oh, this is the primary school.
Is this the this is a primary
Yes.
school? That's why.
Yes,
Okay,
high
no
school.
problems. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Looks like the Lovely Life reporters are lost.
Okay, well, here comes Cape Party, Bucky, full of flags. Okay, can I go?
No.
All right, here goes. We're going to attempt to get into the secondary school now. Oh my goodness, we're quite far away. Look, it's right there, up ahead. I know, that looks better. More cars.
Yeah, that did look a bit quiet.
Yeah. It's like we're definitely not
That
early.
guy's not even catching the taxi. He was the one that just saying, come, here's a mask, get into the shuttle. Meanwhile, he's not even on the shuttle. He's sitting on the back of the bus. Those taxis were way too full, those shuttles.
Were they? I thought you guys had left me.
No, we look at people. I want to tell you where Jack was. Did you meet
Yes,
Jack?
I met Jack. Scott and the viewers all met Jack as well. Met Franz, met his wife John,
Now,
and then
are we getting close to the spot?
yeah, we
I
here.
don't know if we're gonna
It looks
do
like
that.
you got a parking spot. You better grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We've arrived at our destination. So I'll just hold it while you get out, then you just take it from me, and then I'll take it back from you, Chad.
So here we
Thank you,
are
Lisa.
outside the Cluttersville High School in Curry Road near Stellenbosch. And this is where the march is going to start for the independence of the Western Cape. Wow. Is that coloured housing on the other side, Michelle?
Yeah, it is.
Right. Okay, let the march begin. Looks like everybody's going to a central point.
Okay, here we go. Okay, it's looking quite festive. Right. So we're right in the heart of the coloured area here. And there's the Kaapse Klopse. That's, for anybody that's not in Cape Town, is a traditional Cape Town. It's a group of bands and they dress up and all of that, and they normally do this on Tweede Nuwejaar, which is the 2nd of Jan. So I don't know if you'll be able to still hear me, but I think you just do need to see a bit of this.
Yes, let's see it. I love the Cape coloured people. They're such a wonderful people. Oh, wow, look at that.
Sounds cool, doesn't it?
Oh, look, the coloured people have such an incredible cultural mix, from Khoisan to Griqua to Afrikaans, the whole range of. Oh, look, just lovely. I love it.
Just tell the loving lifers I'm here.
I can see there are a lot of people here.
Okay. There are actually. It's been a really nice turnout.
That has been a good turnout.
It's a really good turnout. I don't know if more people are going to come.
Freedom Front Plus are here.
Yeah.
Freedom Front Plus. Can we talk to one of them, because I didn't know they were pro-independence. Can you find us a spokesperson for them?
Charmaine is taking me to somebody. She knows somebody here from VF Plus.
Ah.
Hello. My name is Michelle.
Hi.
This is Scott. Let me turn you around. Just hold on a second.
Okay.
Do you mind just talking to us? I'm from Loving Life. Scott's in Australia, and he's doing a live stream for Independence.
We're going international, and you right now you're being seen around the world. Now, I hadn't realised that Freedom Front Plus were party to the idea of independence in the Western Cape.
Yes, Freedom Front Plus is totally for independence or succession for the Western Cape. We of course believe that this is the right province to succeed because of our. Sorry, can I speak Afrikaans?
Yeah, praat die taal, ja.
Geloof, taal en kultuur meestal het tussen die bruin mense en die wit mense. En die bruin mense is die meerderheid in die Weskaap.
Ja.
En hulle is natuurlik ook die eerste nasie van in die Weskaap. En dus kom ons glo ons kan gaan vir ons independence in die Weskaap.
Ja.
Now, can I ask her? Sorry, can we go back to that? Michelle.
These are some Plus supporters over here.
Yes.
Hi. Hi.
This is going to all over the world. We've got about 100,000 subscribers already, but we get so many views. His channel in total has got 25 million views over all the videos that will get out there.
Yes.
Independence all the way.
Michelle, can we go back to this lady here? Now,
Yeah.
I just want to say to this lady that I actually had Dr. Peter Groenewald on a live stream many months ago, probably about a year ago. Now, is the suggestion that the Western Cape should become an independent state from the rest of South Africa going all the way up to the top of the Freedom Front Plus, or is this just a little group?
All the way up.
All the way up.
Yes.
Okay.
We in unity.
Okay. Well, look, we need to get Dr. Peter Groenewald on a live stream with.
I think we talk to Dr. Corné Mulder.
Oh, look, I know Corné Mulder. I've had him on the live stream too.
Yes.
But we need to have. I think if we could get Dr. Peter Hammond, who's actually facilitating a round table with people who are looking at independence, the Freedom Front Plus could be the missing piece of the jigsaw to make this actually happen. Because I was speaking to the leaders of the Cape Party and Cape Exit last night, and they didn't seem to realize that the Freedom Front Plus were wanting the Western Cape to be independent. So I think this is a huge breakthrough.
Of course it is, yes. People don't always realize that we are standing for and that we are totally for minority rights. They do believe that we are only a white party, but as you can see here is our supporters. We're totally for minority rights in
Absolutely.
South Africa.
Yeah.
So there's our proof.
There we go.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally get it. I totally get it. All right, that's fantastic.
All standing to, the lady
Michelle,
say thank you.
Michelle,
Okay.
before you go, can you get the cell phone number of that lady? Just for yourself?
Yes, she doesn't she?
Yeah, just don't say what it is, but if she can write it down, and you can contact her later and put Des in touch with her, so that you know, we can actually get this happening.
Okay. Yes, we've definitely. I can get it. Charmaine knows. Your name again is?
I'm Judith Stanbridge.
Judith Stanbridge, and Judith just said to me now she will organize with Dr. Corne Mulder.
Fantastic.
So we got to the right lady. So we'll get your number from.
Yes. We can get it from
Charmaine.
Des also.
Or from Des. Okay,
Yeah.
We'll do. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, girl. Bye. Thank you.
Wow. Isn't that
I'm
exciting?
going to-
Now, look, I have to tell you, Michelle, that I am so excited, because that's a big political party in South Africa that are saying, yes, independence for the Western Cape.
Yes, look here. They're standing there with all the banners, full flags.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but you know what? It's beautiful to actually see the people of the Western Cape standing together. We know what we want. We want what, I mean, basically, the most important thing for anybody is your financial security. It's your family. It's your kids.
Yeah.
And those are the things that are sacred and need to be protected. So what is happening at the moment with what the ANC government is doing to us is absolutely horrendous. They're breaking down all those structures. It's an elite few. They don't give a damn about the people that are actually supporting them in taxes and that. And it's clear to see, and we don't need this anymore. So if it's just us, I know there's a lot of our viewers, and I see the comments, is, you know, they're saying no, they want the whole country. It's never going to happen. It is going to happen, because if you see the will of people, even if it's just one little part of South Africa in the meantime, you know, hopefully we can get, which the aim is, as Des said last night, is to get the Northern and the Eastern Cape, and you never know what might happen from there.
Absolutely. Now, just see, talking about the side chat that Angel D has written, Scott, also think about having Suan Elgin on your show. He wrote Balala, the true story of South Africa. Well, Angel D, if you send me an email at homestays@gmail.com, I'll get one of my moderators to type that in for me. Just send me an email, and we'll certainly have a look at that. That sounds like a great idea, because I'm a historian, so I love history. I love talking to people about South African history. And Michaela says, Scott, please tell Michelle that her personal alarm clock sends hugs.
Michaela, thank you so much. I was struck about her after she phoned me.
Are these the police in front of you?
Who do we have in front of us?
A policeman. Is that a policeman in front of you? Because police are going to be attending. Oh, yeah, I can see the police, yeah.
No, he's just a marshal. We've got, there's the police across the road.
But I can see police there, yeah. Okay.
There's quite a few, but I mean, we don't go crazy here in Cape Town.
You don't have to tell me that. It's only the economic freedom fighters who do that sort of shit.
I'm just going to introduce you here to the Cape Exit crew. I'm going to turn
fantastic.
It around to us.
Is Des there?
Yeah, he's right here with me.
Hi, Des.
Sanette is one of the directors of Cape Exit.
Hi, Sanette. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well, and thank you.
I think I saw you on the side chat last night.
That's correct.
Yes, it was Sanette. And the next one in crime, my buddy over here.
Hello.
Warren.
Hi, Warren. How are you, mate?
Oh, hi, Scott.
Good to meet you.
Warren.
How you doing?
Excellent, buddy. Excellent. Looks like you got a good turnout. And you know what excites me so much? Is to see Freedom Front Plus here. Because that is a huge... We've just been talking to a lady from Freedom Front Plus, and Michelle will give you the background to all that, but it looks like they are right behind independence in the Western Cape, which is a huge, huge development.
It's a good day today, Scott. The nice thing about today is that You have all these different organizations and political parties making a solitary stand together for the first time.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
Look at Central Stellenbosch, it's already filling up. There's so many more people. It's going to be a good day.
That's
I need
fantastic.
to tell you who Warren is. He's the other director of Cape Exit, and he normally shies away from this. So you're very lucky that you got him on full play.
Well, Warren, I have to tell you. Hang on. Okay, bring Warren back on. Bring Warren back on. Hi, Des. How are you, buddy?
Great, man. Greetings from Plutersville, where things are happening this morning.
Oh, it looks amazing. I was just saying to Michelle, you know, that it's amazing to see Freedom Front Plus there.
Yeah, we're all here, Cape Parties, Advocacy Group, Freedom Front Plus, Cape Exit. I think today we're clearly sending the message that independence is happening in the Western Cape. There's no doubt about that anymore.
Absolutely. I think that's fantastic. And look, Des.
Sorry,
Michelle's all over the place with the camera, but that's okay. Des, we've.
I'm adjusting Michelle here. She's too short. No, Scott, we're looking forward to a great march. I think it's great. It's showing a good solidarity amongst all the organizations. And I think today is going to be a win for independence.
I reckon it will be too. Now, I want you to keep in touch with Marlena, and when things start happening, let us know, and we'll have you on live streams, okay?
That's great, Scott. Chat to you later.
Okay. Thanks, buddy. Cheers for now.
Thanks, Shorty.
Shorty. how tall is Des?
I'm 1.7, but we've got giants here.
Shorty. I guess what, guys? The Loving Life family have got a new name for Michelle Mullard. Shorty.
Wait, Warren, I'm going to stand next to you. This one's tall, yeah. He's 6'4", okay? So I'm not that short.
He's 6'4", okay. Warren.
I'm standing right up, yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we going to be doing now? Yes, what are we waiting for now?
Going to go down to the doors? No, I'm just kidding. No, we're just waiting for the guys to get themselves organized. I think Advocacy Group is going to lead the march. We will all fall in behind them, and Cape Exit is going to be, we will be guarding the vanguard. So we should be getting going within, I would say, about the next 10 minutes or so.
Fantastic. And you've got a bunch of police there who are going to be watching over to make sure nothing goes untoward.
Yeah, I know. I think we're well protected.
Yeah, I guess, Scott, here's all the police cars I'm going to show you, but we're not rebels. I am a rebel. But Warren.
Just turn the screen around.
I'm turning it. Damn. Give me a break here, boys.
She's doing a great job. I mean, a week ago, she wouldn't have done any of this. Okay, there we go.
Our third time.
Wow.
So,
there are a lot of police there, that's for sure.
It's like a chatterbox, but a chatterbox on live is a different story. Okay, so we've got quite a few police fans here, but we're not hooligans, you see.
Yeah.
There's the blue lights going further ahead. Can you see them flashing further ahead?
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's now 10 past 10 your time, isn't it?
What is the time now, Warren? Where? What are we going to do? Go back to
I think they're starting to march. I think the march is starting.
Oh, okay.
It seems like everybody's gathering.
To the car. I've again lost Charmaine and Chad. So look at them. Look at the Cape Exit boys. Look there. Can you see?
I can, yeah.
I'll talk to you, Warren. Okay. All right, so I'm walking back. I don't know where Charmaine and Chad are, but I'm sure we won't get lost because I am the lift.
Well, they got to be here somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure you'll find them on the road.
Yeah. So now, I don't know if they're going to be marching back. do you guys, where are you guys marching to now? Are you going to be marching back to the Beer Park?
Yes, I'm sure.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
I am so excited by those VF Plus supporters.
Yeah, I know. Dr. Corne Mulder was when we did the Farm Murder March. Dr. Corne Mulder was there.
Wow.
Speaking.
Oh, look! If Jack was saying last night that all we need is for the DA to go down to 49%. Now, imagine if the VF Plus and the Cape Party had, let's say, 5%, and they would make the difference in actually, getting the DA to be in power again. They could then start saying, okay, you've got to have a referendum, stuff like that. You've got to do this, you've got to do that. Otherwise, we won't support you. And that would have a huge impact on this whole thing of independence.
Well, you know something, just by the VF Plus alone doing this is making inroads, because DA is the stronghold here in Cape Town, but they are not prepared to relent. They're not going to give up their cushy positions. So they will, oh, here you guys are. They're going to hold on for as long as they possibly can. I think Charmaine actually knows about it. She is standing here next to me. Maybe she could just tell you about the expropriation bill. So I'm going to just flip the screen around again
Yeah,
to
sure.
her, and then Charmaine can tell you.
You're just enjoying flipping the screen, aren't you? It's like
I'm loving it.
It's like in America with flipping the votes.
Charmaine will
Hi, Charmaine.
tell you expropriation.
Hi. Okay, so what we heard from Kune is that the land expropriation without compensation is definitely going to be implemented next year. And we're talking about early next year. And if you think we're already in December, we've got like 2 to 3 months before it will probably get passed through into Parliament. So I just think that people need to catch a wake up. You can't wait until that actually happens.
Yeah.
We're already a bit late. If it's already, going through the gazetted phase, I think that's already says too much. It means land expropriation. So anything on the land is what they can take. It's also considered as property. So it's not only your house, it's whatever you've got in your house. It's cars. It's
your pension fund, everything.
It's exactly what is on the land. So they'll expropriate the land, and whatever's on the land that they want to expropriate is what they will take.
But it's worse than that. They can expropriate your jewelry. They can expropriate your pension fund. They can expropriate anything.
Considered as property.
Yeah.
So whatever's on that land, they can take. So if there's jewelry, if there's a TV, if there's a car, if there's 10 cars, if there's dogs, whatever they want, they can take, because it's on the land that they want to expropriate.
Yeah, it's
and
criminal.
I don't think people are actually realizing how serious that is, and the consequences of that. People are saying, oh, well, if they take my house, then I'm going to stop paying the bank. It's not only your house. If they like your jewelry, if they like your car, if they like whatever else on the land, because it's whatever's on that land is what they would take.
And you know what's really scary, Charmaine, is that they're
people need to wake up.
Yeah, you know what's really scary is they're now starting to clamp down on people talking on the internet. They've passed a bill just yesterday where if you use WhatsApp in particular and you say something they don't like, you can actually be pulled before a court and be put behind bars. This is becoming like a police state. This is what it is.
Well, why not? Because this is the only way you can really control people.
Well,
so
that's
take
what they're
away
doing.
Something where the world can actually hear what's really happening.
Yeah.
It's easy. Take that medium away, and then you are blocked from where people can actually get the news and what's actually really happening on the ground. Mainstream media is already set in their ways, and they will report on whatever they want to. They're not going to report the truth.
It's fake news. It's fake news. We know that. I mean, the mainstream media in South Africa is fake news. They don't report what's actually going on.
No, they just report on what they're told to. There's no proper journalism left anymore.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
So they get told you will report on that, and that's what they report on, and they won't report on anything else. So I think people need to really take this seriously. If you're staying overseas and you've got family that is in South Africa, register on the capeexit.org website.
Yeah.
You can like their Facebook page, that's for information. But go onto the website, register your support. If you've got family that live in Cape Town or you've got a property still in Cape Town, you're registered with the Western Cape IEC to registered voter on the IEC. Register on Cape Exit. You're not going to give any information that's not already out there. Many people say, oh, but I have to give my ID and my cell phone number. Well, you know what? Most shops, Clicks, Cards, Rika, they all got your details anyway. So this is on a secure website. You've got it. We have to get it audited with the IEC that you are registered voters in the Western Cape.
Right.
That you know, and then register. Let's get this referendum going. You know, the referendum is just that you're voting in support of secession, which is something that is needed. If you've got friends and family all over South Africa, let them register their support. You know, business is going to flow in. There will be better job opportunities. It's for our kids. We're doing it for our kids, our future grandchildren. You know, your pensions aren't safe anymore. Nothing is actually safe. To hide your head in the sand and say, oh, well, we'll just wait and see. It's going to be too late. And because it's getting to like crunch time now, I think people need to take it a lot more serious. You know, it's not, we're not a political party, so you can belong to any party, you can still vote for whatever party you want. This is for a referendum to separate from the rest of South Africa. That's all it's about.
Yeah.
So I think do it, people. Let all your friends and family know. Anybody overseas who's been to Cape Town and loves it as a holiday destination, do it. Register your support.
Yeah.
We need all the help we can. Exactly, it's almost too late. We really have to move on this and quickly.
Yeah.
And you know something, the rest of South Africa is going to thank us at the end of the day because we are going to be their biggest support, all the minorities. And what they're not realizing is if we cannot save the whole of South Africa, because you must understand that we are following an international set of rules, which we tick all the boxes for, the rest of the country cannot say the same. So if we do this and we finally get Northern Cape can, but the criteria is a little bit more watered down. So we're bagging for the Western Cape. We're going to join on. You never know if we cannot save, which unfortunately, and I hate to say it, because I cry my eyes out when it comes to farm murders and I see what's going on. It reduces me down to tears.
Yeah.
And we will be their trade partners, so they will still stay afloat, and as well as being their biggest support. So the minorities don't ever have to feel that they have been left behind, because they won't be. They might not
be get more support from us because we'd be independent to make our own decisions of who we want to trade with and who we don't want to trade with.
Exactly. So this is not a selfish thing, which most people think that it is. It is not. It's a strategic move, and it's a clever move. And anybody to suggest otherwise, that we should not do this and preserve our history, which has really been going since 1652. And like Jack said as well last night, we form such a beautiful symbiosis with all of us. We're different cultures. We're different we're actually united. We are united.
We're more united than most people in South Africa.
Charmaine, one of my people in the side chat said, "Can that lady with the mask take it down so we can see what she looks like?" Because and I know you're supposed to wear a mask, but there you go. That's better. That's better. Okay, there you go, Viking. There's Charmaine. And we can hear you better without the mask.
Oh, good.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, we're going to get, what I've decided to do is we're going to get on the back of the bucky with Cape Exit.
Yeah.
So otherwise we missed everything on the way. So we'll be part of the procession now all the way back to Beer Park.
All right. Well, we're in your hands, Michelle.
Pardon?
We're in your hands.
Okay, yes. Now I can control you guys.
You can. You can get Viking really upset if you do the wrong thing. he'll never forgive you in the side chat. Believe me.
I've got all of your backs. You mustn't think because I'm a Cape Town that I'm a snob and we want to do this Western Cape thing. We are thinking about the whole of South Africa at the end of the day. Sorry, I don't know what you can see here. We're busy climbing onto a bucky. Chad, can you just take, yeah, Tremaine, thanks. Turn it towards you.
Hey, Chad. Wow, look at that group in front. Oh, wow.
What have you seen us?
I'm seeing everything.
Oh, did you see us?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a star. Sure, but I've got a very handy cameraman here on my side. You haven't even been on camera yet.
No, but I don't want it.
I am so impressed to see Freedom Front Plus there. I am my heart, my soul is just so excited because you know that's a big political party who are actually behind this. That is fantastic.
Are you guys partying to the music? Put 1 if you are. Put 2 if you are. I'm taking over. Scott.
Okay, guys, you get that? If you're excited about what's happening in the Western Cape, put 1 in the side chat, guys.
Jack's finally here. Keep going.
Is this the first march that they've had like this, Michelle?
Yeah.
This is the first Independence March.
Scott, talk a bit louder. They are busy diffing away here in front of us.
Yeah, is this the first Independence March in the Cape?
Yeah, this is the first Independence March that we've had so far. Thank goodness I've got Warren here next to me, but he's not paying attention.
I'm listening.
So if I don't know an answer, he will answer for me.
Okay, well, you realise you're recording history, don't you? Because when Cape Town becomes independent, they will use this video and say this was the first Independence March in the Cape.
Okay, that's
Hey, Warren, you're back again, buddy. You seem to be getting into the theme of things here.
Okay.
Warren seems to be getting into the theme of things here.
Of course we are. We party animals in Cape Town. Yeah. Okay, I'll turn you around again. I had to just show you Warren dancing. It was too cute. Okay. Do you want Germans here?
I don't know, I haven't seen German. There are some members of the press here.
Okay, you just point them out because I don't. Who do you know who's here?
I don't know.
Don't. Oh, okay. So we've just been told. Warren was just told that there are press here. We're not sure who they are.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I might not be able to hear you, Scott. So just.
That's okay. That's not a problem.
Holla.
We'll just follow the procession. That's what it's a live stream, so we'll just follow you.
Yeah. No, I'm actually glad that we've got on the bucky because this is part of the whole day. Otherwise, we're just going to be waiting on the other side, and I've showed you around there. So.
We want you young and fresh on the other side.
And you better just bring me back to my car.
now, Michelle, Viking Boer has said, at Loving Life, you know me too well, Scott. You are dead right. So, there you go.
I hope everybody's enjoying this. I'm enjoying myself.
Oh, they're all. Look, I said if everyone's excited, put 1 in the side chat, and everybody has put 1. It's just a huge number of ones.
So they So I did take over from you, and it worked.
Yeah.
You better be careful, Scott. Well, I'm glad because I normally won't do this. I normally don't like being on camera. I normally don't like having photographs taken and that. So.
Well, you're
But I
doing a
think
fantastic job. I think we'll have to employ you to do our live streams in the Cape area.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I'm actually quite enjoying it myself.
Yeah, look, it's fun. And when I say employ, understand I'm a pensioner, so I'm not talking about paying big bucks.
You're filming the cameraman. Scott, I can't really hear you. So if I talk over you, please, I'm not being rude.
That's okay. Not a problem.
Okay, here we go. Here's our Cape exit flags, VF plus Cape party. Oh my goodness, I love this.
Yeah.
What a beautiful
What a fantastic sight.
Yes,
Take
all the
notice,
people-
the world. Take notice. The Western Cape wants independence.
Two Cape exit cyclists. Oh wow. And they're in their full gear. Cool, boys. Yes, now look at the residents standing outside. Now I can't see my screen, Scott, because it's too.
Oh no, you're great. Where you're pointing is fine.
I think this might work. Okay, just hold. Let me just put my fingers in the right place. Okay, so look at this. I mean, we are here in the heart of. They say that we race.
Can you go a little bit lower with the camera? You're a bit high. That's better. That's better.
And they say we racist. I mean, look at the coloured support that we're getting. This guy with the Rastafarian, that Rastafarian, I've seen him somewhere on YouTube. Who is he? He's the guy that ushered you into the shuttle. But I've seen him on YouTube.
Yeah, no, he's the guy that runs the, I think he runs the car club.
Oh, yeah, because I've seen him do a YouTube video already, because I recognize his hats. Okay, so the Rastafarian there in front of us, I've seen him on doing a YouTube. Currently organised the taxis. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't
There's
fight here in
support.
Cape Town.
Yeah. Oh, look at that guy's got a flag. Look at that. That guy in the house.
Yes, look there. Oh, he's got a Cape Party flag. Yeah. No, we're definitely going to do this, and I hope the. Hi, hello, Amelia. How's it? Who are you streaming for, Amelia? Oh no, he didn't hear me. Sorry, I've got to scream, guys. It doesn't sound very nice, but I do have to scream. It's a bit loud.
You're doing a great job, Michelle.
Who was Emilio filming for? Don't know. Okay, I think he was doing his own show. Joe Emilio, yeah. You met him earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the screen higher. Wait, let the tall one here. Let the giant hold it up so you can see the crowd in front.
Okay.
You guys got?
Oh wow, wow. There must be how many people are there? A couple of thousand, are there?
Yeah, Scott, there's a band in the front. Will actually consist of just a couple of guys with a drum, a bass drum and a snare drum and some cymbals and stuff.
Yeah.
Really getting the people excited in the front. We can't really hear it because we're a little bit too far back.
Right.
But once we get to our destination, I'm sure it'll be more audible.
But
microphones.
How many people do you estimate are there, Warren?
Estimation people, I'd probably say there's about 200 here at the moment.
But that looks like a lot more than 200.
About 200 in front of us, and there's a couple still behind us. And I know that the actual destination we'll be going to, there'll be quite a few people waiting for us there as well.
So we could expect probably about 1,000 people then.
Well, that was the estimation. Yeah, this is what Paul Craig says from CIAG. We'll be expecting about 1,000 people.
Fantastic. Now you've got about 3.5 kilometers to go, haven't you?
Yes, I think the total distance is about 3.2 kilometers. I just hope everybody gets there safe because it's already very, very hot here.
Yeah.
Thankfully, there's a slight breeze, but I'm sure we'll see people start jumping onto vehicles and inside vehicles and piggybacking because it's quite a long walk.
Right. Okay. Well, let's just follow the group. Who are these two cyclists in front of you?
Yeah, these are the cyclists that you see. Scott, I'm not sure if you're aware, we've got the 1.6 million awareness cycle tour happening in February. and that's the official kit. One of our guys that's going to be doing it is Rian Brunt, something that an idea that he came up with. It's something that he wants to do for Cape Independence, and yeah, that's the official cycling gear.
Okay. So are these two guys going to be involved in that?
No, not at all. These are just two enthusiasts. What happened was we had a couple of people sponsor Rian's kit, his cycling kit. So if you look at the shorts that the guy's wearing, the one on the left, the blue and the green, those are obviously Cape Exit colours. And then the banner, and then there was some other, the official cycling gear that Rian will be wearing is also got the sponsors on there. Harcourts, which is one of them. But this is not mass produced, but people that requested the cycling kit, that's what it will look like. They've even got socks. They've even made socks, but unfortunately, I see these guys not wearing them.
They didn't forget anything, did they?
No, they've done really well. The nice thing about the cycle tour that's coming up, everything that has been done on a voluntary basis. What I'm really, really thankful for is that a lot of people have sponsored their time and effort. We've got all the accommodation. I mean, it starts on the 1st of February. And Rian will basically be riding for 19 days. So in all the little towns that we'll be visiting, it's amazing. The people have just opened up their homes and hotels and bed and breakfast. And we've got, here's Phil Craig. Phil Craig from Cape Independence Advocacy Group.
Hi, Phil.
So yeah, that's going to be quite exciting. Phil, we've got Scott on the line. Say hello.
Hi, Scott.
Scott Olsen,
Hi,
loving
Scott.
life.
How are you doing?
Hi, good, thank you.
Starting now.
Isn't this amazing, Scott? Isn't this just
absolutely
amazing?
Phenomenal? Absolutely phenomenal.
It's been a long time in the making. Yeah. So let's go back to the cycle tour. It's fantastic because we've had people sponsoring cell phones and vehicles and bicycles, and it's just been incredible. But that's Cape Exit. I mean, here today we're in support of Cape Independence Advocacy Group. We've got members of Cape Party, Jack Miller's here, Freedom Front. I think we're going to have representation from Peter Murray. There's a couple of other small community groups here as well.
Right.
This is amazing. This is something that we don't see. It's the first time that there's unity. But I think once we get to the other side, we'll see a lot more.
Yeah, it's a shame that Dr. Peter Hammond's in Gauteng at the moment.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was booked for a conference, but he has sent some of his team here, some of his members here. I know his daughter and his son are here as well. They're busy filming for us today as well. But, obviously, Dr. Hammond sits on various councils for different church groups. So this was one that he really wanted to be here today, but unfortunately he couldn't.
Yeah, but we'll be having Dr. Peter Hammond on Loving Life on the 9th of December. We've got a live stream coming up with Peter.
Well, that'll be fantastic. You must send us the link so we can share it with our members as well.
Absolutely, I will. He's an extraordinary man. I just love the man. I've had probably 3 or 4 live streams with him, and they've all gone for about 3 hours because we get talking, and it's just like, wow, time flies.
Yeah, the nice thing about Dr. Hammond is that he's done this before. I mean, this man's been involved in 12 different
Southern Sudan
around. I've been fortunate enough to spend lots and lots of time with Dr. Hammond. Very interesting man.
Very smart man too.
Very smart man. What he's been through. I mean, he's been stabbed, he's been shot. They've tried to blow him up. They've locked him up. They've tried to kill him, and he still goes on.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very glad that he's backing this, because if there's anybody that does know how this works, it's Dr. Hammond. So, we really appreciate. I think all the groups appreciate his input.
Yeah. No, look, he's a great man, and there are a couple of independence groups which haven't kind of joined that round table that he set up, and I just wish they would, because they're going to be the big winners. I can't understand that they can't see that they would be the big winners by joining that.
Yeah, Scott, the problem is that everybody says, or everybody assumes that all the independence movements want the same thing. Yes, the final goal is obviously independence. But the mandates are different. And I know which groups you're referring to. There's a few of them, and Cape Exit was one of the first groups that, as a matter of fact, we suggested it to Dr. Hammond. Said, let's get everybody around the table and let's talk. We see this happened in with Brexit. I think there were 7 groups, organizations initially. We look at Catalonia. Yes, Catalonia hasn't come to pass as yet, but there were 9 different organizations. This is not the first time. So, and it started off well. And just some of the other groups, they didn't want to be part of it. Very unfortunate. But I think it'll get to that point, Scott, hopefully sooner rather than later, where everyone can put their pettiness aside and let's sit down around the table and let's talk. Let's figure out how we can do this together as a unified front. And also, people's agendas. What are people's actual agendas?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's very unfortunate, but hopefully it'll change. That'll all change. But I think when you take something like this event that's happening today, it's an eye-opener. It's really, really an eye-opener. So hopefully the other smaller groups, and there's quite a few of them. We've got Sovereign State of Good Hope. We've got Cape Colored Congress, Cut for Capetonians, Padil. We've got Romeo Isaacs. There's so many different groups. Let's just sit down and talk.
Yeah.
What harm can it do?
Yeah. Eendracht maakt macht.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, and this is just the start. This is a prime example. We've got people from all different nationalities, all walks of life, all colors, creeds, race, sex, religion. It doesn't matter. And just look at that. That's a unified front right there.
Yeah, I love to see those Freedom Front Plus placards there. I think that's absolutely mind-boggling.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Freedom Front is one of those political parties that is growing. If we look at the last elections, I think in 2019, they were one of the largest, one of the parties that grew the most. They've got a few more seats in parliament. And obviously, people look at the Freedom Front. Although I don't get involved in politics, I don't like politics. Their mandate has changed. Everybody looked at the Freedom Front as a right-wing organization. Absolutely not. I think their views have changed. From when the party was originally formed in 1994, things have changed quite drastically.
Yeah.
And when things change, mandates and views need to change. So it seems like we're on the right track. And then thankfully we've got the guys that have been doing this for the longest, Cape Party. Take my oath to Jack, is a very persistent and very patient man.
Yeah.
But he had this vision long ago. I remember speaking with his dad, who was the visionary behind this. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. People said it never happened. There's Jack Miller, speak of the devil. There's Jack. I'm going to get him over here.
Yeah.
Jack! We got Scott Balsam live.
Hey.
Hi, Jack. How are you, buddy?
Fantastic. Let me tell you, it's hot out here. It's about 30 degrees. So we're doing this for you, eh?
Well, I'm doing this for you.
Thank you.
And it looks like you've got a great turnout. And Jack, I have to say that I'm absolutely delighted to see that the Freedom Front Plus are here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I think the more people we can get involved, the better. I think we need to get the ACDP and we need to get the DA to wake up and realize that this is the only solution, the only answer to what's happening in this country. So, we're really happy to see more and more groups getting involved.
As you said last night, we need to get the DA below 50% and the Freedom Front Plus and the Cape Party holding the balance of power.
Yeah.
Then.
Absolutely. That is the key to this. It's absolutely the key to this. I mean, as I mentioned last night, what Cape Exit has done over the last 12 months is unbelievable. Building up recognition and awareness of this idea. And what we need to do, the key thing that people don't realize is, you need a strong opposition to get rid of the ANC. They don't realize the DA is the problem. The ANC and the EFF have never gotten above 35% in the Cape. They don't have the electoral power to do it. So between 65 to 70% of the Cape votes either DA or Cape Party or Freedom Front or ACDP or any one of the anti-African nationalist political entities. So you're not strengthening the ANC by getting the DA underneath 50%. In fact, the DA copies ANC policy to try and get the African vote outside of the province. So they're actually worse. They're like a wolf in sheep's clothing because they're imposing ANC policies on us here in the Cape. So we have to drive the DA underneath 50%. And as you said, you know, look, obviously we would want people to put their support in us. We've been fighting for Cape independence since 2007.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that. These are the Cape colours. They love the idea of Cape independence.
So we've been fighting for this since 2007 for 13 years. You know, so people called us crazy 13 years ago. I think now we've got our bona fides. We're not going anywhere. The Cape Party is custom built for Cape independence. So if people want to be guaranteed that they're going to have people fighting for their best interests and fighting for Cape independence within government, then we're imploring them, put an X next to the Cape Party next year, because that is a guaranteed vote for Cape independence. And the key is to knock the DA underneath 50% so we can all form a strong coalition, all of us Cape independence groups, and put pressure on them to give us that referendum.
Yeah, I would love to see you. I would love to see you have a member of the Freedom Front Plus being part of your group that actually meet with Dr. Peter Hammond.
So hang on, we're running a bit behind you, Scott. We just want to get Jack onto the vehicle.
Okay.
Okay, so hang on, let me just turn this around.
You got to touch the screen like this, and then you got to touch that.
There.
Yeah. Are you on you?
No, it's changing. I'm trying to get it there.
Okay, otherwise you okay.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. So you want Margie and Mark? Yeah, Michelle, you take over with Jack.
Okay. Jack, you know what I would love to see? Jack, you know what I'd love to see is a member of the Freedom Front Plus joining that monthly round table with Dr. Peter Hammond. I think that would just be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, once a month meet on the Cape Independence Forum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's certainly something that we can look into, Scott.
Yeah, because Michelle was talking to a lady just now who said that the Freedom Front Plus are right behind this movement, 100% behind this movement, right up to the top.
Well, look, I mean, we hope so. You know, I know that Corné Mulder has come out recently and said some very positive things in favor of Cape independence. We obviously, being a civic political entity, we question why didn't they do that 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. So, you know, I'm glad to hear it, but don't criticize me for being suspicious of political motives. We don't have the greatest trust in the political system and political parties, which is why we formed the Cape Party. So I think it is fantastic that we are getting more political parties to talk about this. But
obviously, you're doing something right. That's what it is.
Let me tell you this, Scott. The amount of job offers that Adrian and myself have received from the DA as well as other political parties in the last 13 years, if we just wanted to do this to get a government check, we can assure you the Cape Party wouldn't be here 13 years later. We've gotten a hammering. We struggle to survive on donations. I certainly have put a fair bit into it, and Adrian and many people who are part of the core. So if people want to be guaranteed that they put their support behind a political entity that is 100% guaranteed to be behind Cape independence, people can know, they can sleep easy at night knowing the Cape Party is 100% behind this idea. Is the Freedom Front 100% behind this idea? I hope so. I hope so. But where were they when we came out 13 years ago? Where were they 10 years ago? So I'm not saying they aren't, but let's get that discussion out there. And if people want 100% guaranteed Cape independence vote, the Cape Party is the way to go.
I think what I might try and do is get I've spoken to Dr. Peter Groenewald on my channel in the past in a live stream. I might get him on again, and we'll talk about that very, very point.
Yeah. Yeah, but we definitely, I mean, this is 100% Western Cape support. I mean, I vote personally for the Cape Party for the Western Province, and I'm not sure why more people haven't done it. It's illogical to me that this is, well, like Warren says now behind me, he says they will now. And let's just
Yeah,
hope.
things have changed. Things have changed. You know,
Yeah.
it's different now than it was last year or 2 years ago. This
Well,
idea.
I just sense. Look, I've got a very good sixth sense, and I just sense that this is the turning point. I think there's going to be a huge drive behind secession in the Western Cape. I think this is going to, it's going to be like a wave that just comes over and crushes anything in its path. So I'm feeling that what you're doing is a way to go. Just keep on alerting people to what's happening, that there is an alternative to this corrupt ANC government, and that you guys have the answers.
Well, Jack said it so eloquently last night. We are in the Cape. We're a very special bunch of people. Everybody gets on. It's only the government who is trying to rip us all apart.
Yeah.
And it's for their own, I would say, evil agenda. I'm not even going to use a nice word here. That's an evil agenda. And it's self-gain. This beautiful place that we live in, it's going to be destroyed for all of us minorities. We're the ones that built it up here in the Western Cape. And we're the ones that should be preserving it. And to me, it's irresponsibility. It's every citizen's responsibility to save what we have.
Right.
So
now, I have a comment in the side chat from Janny Kennedy, who says, "Hi Scott, my question for all the people here: what about minority poor white people in the rest of South Africa? If Cape gets independence, don't they count? What will happen to them?" Now, the answer to that is that when the referendum comes up, people who are wanting to get a better lifestyle, if they're white, for example, they need to move into to Cape Town, because the jobs will be coming thick and fast because of the way that they actually develop that particular new state. So that's the answer. It's up to you guys to make the move. If you stay in Gauteng, after the Cape has been formed as a separate state, you're then going to have to apply for immigration to the new state. So, you've got to make that choice. Am I right, Jack?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's for everybody to make. It's a personal choice to make. I mean, look, it's very different moving and just moving to somewhere else where you haven't grown up or where you haven't had your roots.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are cultural differences even beyond the minorities here, depending on where you stay and what your influences have been. But to be in an economy which is the base, if you have basic needs on a, what is it? What is that? Use that scale, that triangle of needs. Now, I forget who it is. In psychology.
Oh, yeah. The Maslow theory.
Yeah.
And where you've got a triangle, and the highest one is love or something like that. And you start from the very basics of having food and working your way up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Food and shelter is the most important thing for anybody in their lives.
Yeah.
It's to look after your families. It starts down at the very grassroots level. And when those positions are being taken away from people and they cannot look after themselves and they cannot look after their families, it destroys society. That's when you see, when poverty sets in, that is when you have drugs and you have murders.
Well, you have South Africa.
It's a generation of society. And, for us, all of us here, everybody, it doesn't matter where you are in an economic system, whether you're sitting at the top or sitting at the very bottom, it's each and every single one of you that makes those wheels turn. And to preserve that in our society, and also the standards that we're going to have set. I mean, from the past and the way we've been brought up is definitely always to be the best at what you can be, very competitive, and I think that's why South Africans were such high achievers. I know when I was young, I mean, I was 20 in 1990, so I'm 50 now, right? And you see how people of our age were snapped up in overseas.
Yeah.
And it was because we had such high standards.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't say so much for today. So yeah, it's important for us to, if everything's running like a well-oiled machine, at the end of the day, you need people with skills in order to make that wheel turn. And it benefits everybody from top to bottom.
Yeah.
So we are looking forward to this, and I really am, because, you know we're heading absolutely nowhere at present. If you have to take the rest of Africa and you see how successively each and every single one of them has fallen, and you see South Africa is implementing the same principle.
They should be marching. Then
It is no different to what's going to happen. Yeah, and we actually knew it. We knew it a long time ago, but you always, I think most people tend to. They're not fighters. Some people aren't fighters by nature. And you just hope it's going to be okay, and give them the benefit of the doubt. And then you realize, no, it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
And then my grand, for example, her and her second husband lived in the Belgian Congo. And they had, it was a group of, okay, let's just say goodbye to Jack. Jack, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack. Good to see you, buddy.
Bye, Jack. So they had, it was a group of them. I mean, he was one of 5 brothers, and there was a couple of others on coffee plantations. And then Jack himself, they had a general department store in Bujamai. And I mean, they sold everything. They furnished the mines. And my grand said when the tide started turning, they would camp outside their house and taunt them. And they had to run. They literally had to take a suitcase with them. Wow. And they had to run. They were ambushed on the way to the airport. Now, because the other brothers did have actual contact in the government because of their coffee plantation stuff, they managed to say that the convoy, they've been escorted, the convoy is coming behind, and these guys let them go. And my grand said that was the day that they should have died. And they managed to escape with their lives.
Wow.
So, and they lost everything that was there in the Belgian Congo at that time. And look at expropriation, EWC.
Well, I have to tell you, Michelle. I have to tell you, Michelle, that I'm wearing my Economic Freedom Fighters Gatvol beret. And I'm displaying it right now to the world. And I'm just saying to Julius Malema, you want to find your lost EFF beret? It's right here with me. Here it is on my head. And it is Gatvol with you, you piece of, I'm not going to go there.
Die mense daar in die side chat van jou bliksem.
Well, it's flea-ridden and the fleas are attacking, so I'm getting rid of the damn thing.
Oh, God. Some cars have just driven past you think, oh, wow. It's hot there. It is so hot here today. I'm busy dying on the back of this monkey.
Well, at least it's not pouring down with rain.
Yeah, Cape Town's typical for rain. I mean, you see when we did the march for the murders, the Black Monday murder march, it was drizzling. So that's typical Cape Town. But you have a hot day like this in Cape Town, then 10 to 1 tomorrow, it's going to be overcast.
Yeah.
So you really make the most of a good day here in Cape Town. But what I'm going to do, Scott, is instead of you guys looking at my horrible mug, I am going to turn the camera around so you can see, because we're going to be turning corners now. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Let's do that. Okay, guys, there we go. We're looking at what's happening in front. What's that signboard say on the left?
Say that again.
The signboard on the left you're passing.
Oh, you want? Oh no, we just passed it. Sorry, I thought I'll do the next one for you.
That's okay. It just gives us a point of reference.
Okay, so where you see those robots are in the front is where we came up from. Traffic lights. Sorry, that's not for Americans.
No, robots is fine. Call them robots. That's fine.
Aussie, sorry, Scott, you are an Aussie, right? We say robots. But you'll know that you were ex-South African.
Yeah.
So we came up straight up past the traffic lights. So now we're turning left. So we'll be going through the town a bit.
Well, you know, there's a word in Australia I can't get my head around, and that is they call You know those little corner shops which sell bread and stuff like that? Here in Australia, they call them a deli, a D-E-L-I.
Because deli here is usually, the speciality foods and that.
Yeah, no, it's totally different in Australia. There's some things that are absolutely totally different. Are these taxis in front of you?
Yeah, these are the shuttles that Rastafarian, I don't know his name, organized to get the people to.
So they're part of the convoy.
Yeah, they are part of the convoy.
Okay, now look, the sign here next to you on the left, what's that say?
There's the signboard.
No, on the other side, next to you on the left.
Adam Tuspot, Wellington, Franschhoek is to our right, and Somerset West and Muizenberg to our left.
Right, okay, gotcha. And what about the one direct in front? What does that say?
How you going to Cape Town that way? Say again, stop. It's a little bit. I'm going to have to just keep on saying repeat yourself because it is. I've got my head to the screen.
So are we in Bird Street now?
Yeah, we're in. Here we go. Here's the sign. Can you see it?
Yeah. So Malmesbury and what was the other one?
All right, we're just about. Warren says we're just about here. So we are going to be going back to where we started.
So we're going back to that park in Stellenbosch.
Yes.
We're going to the Brak now.
The Brak Park. Yeah.
De Brak, yeah, De Brak.
Yeah.
And then the headquarters is handing over.
CIAG's handing over, I think, but there'll be presentation.
Okay, just let Warren talk to us. We're going ahead of you, so you won't be on screen.
All right, so I think the idea is that the memorandum will be handed over by CIAG. There'll be a couple of words said by Jack Miller of Cape Party. I think Peter Marais is going to say something from the Freedom Front. I don't think Des is going to say anything. But yeah, all the different groups will be represented there. So we literally, how far is the path from here?
I think
I just thought about another kilometer or so.
Yeah.
Now, Scott, I can't say offhand. I don't know exactly who's going to be talking and handing over stuff, but this is obviously a CIAG organized event. So we'll find out more when we get there. I think there'll be a lot more people waiting for us when we get there, which is literally probably going to be 10 minutes or so.
Well, it's such a hot day. I'd say a lot of people would just be going to the park.
It's cooking already. We can already see. I've been spotting some, especially the elderly people. They're taking a bit of strain in this heat. I mean, it's still early, and they've been loaded into vehicles and some of the minibus taxis and been transported through to the end.
Right. Now, I would just say to people who are watching this on their cell phones and who might be at the park, please go and say hello to Michelle. Make yourselves known to Michelle and let's have a chat.
Awesome.
Now, I tell you what we're looking at doing, Michelle, in 2021 is we're looking at having, the normal live stream, and then the last section of the live stream, instead of having where people put questions, we're looking at having a Zoom session where people can, I will send the link and they can actually log into Loving Life and they can be on the screen and, they can actually be talking to people and the guests and stuff like that. So we're looking at taking it to the next level. This is part of our transition when we move to the new platform.
Well, that's fantastic, because what I was saying to Charmaine earlier, and I'm so pleased that Charmaine actually did speak, because to hear it from a civilian, somebody who is here on the ground and living life, and to see it from their perspective makes such a huge difference, because those are real stories at the end of the day. And those are the things that really they speak to people. If anything does, that touches people, and that is what we need.
Yeah.
More real experiences.
Yeah,
So that's awesome, Scott. That's going to be fabulous.
We are a community channel, and that's always been its focus. But with technology and the limitations, I've got to go according to those restrictions that we've got. And once we get off this feral YouTube platform, which is something we're working on very hard, you know, it's going to make my life so much easier. I have got so many videos that I've actually stockpiled. You've got no idea, which if I put them up on YouTube, there would be a copyright strike, or there'd be a community strike, or there'd be this strike or that strike. But on my own platform, you know what? There'll be nothing like that.
But you know, Scott, what is interesting is when I try to post the link for last night. Oh, Warren had to catch me.
Wow, what happened?
Thanks, Warren. What was I saying? Oh yeah, when I tried to post the link last night for the talk with Cape Exit and Cape Party, I couldn't get the link up. It just showed me when I went onto YouTube to share the video, it just showed me YouTube and with an information signal. So what I had to what I had to do is I had to physically type in the link. So Warren posted it on Cape Exit. So he got I sent to him via WhatsApp. I think I did, but he got it anyway, and I see that he had to change it and he had to put the link up. So that link definitely was not going out.
Yeah, look, that's why we need our own platform, and that's why I say that I'm going to be speaking to Rudy about having an Cape Independence link, where I'm going to invite all the different Cape Independence groups, whoever they are. If they want to, we will put their videos up there automatically. So when they post a video on YouTube, it'll go up on this new platform.
Yeah, because a lot of people are lazy to, you know, or they just forget. You know, it's in the moment. You're busy, for example, going through Facebook or you're going through YouTube and you see these things and you go, right, I'm going to do this. If you don't physically do it at that point, you tend to forget about it, and you've got to be reminded and reminded. So if everything is there at people's fingertips, that's the most brilliant idea.
Yeah, well,
you know, they can sign up there and then.
I'm actually absolutely thrilled that YouTube are pulling this shit, because I would never have even thought about doing what we're doing. Because, you know, I thought, well, here I can put videos up, but now we're actually, because of the new technology, now we're not just putting videos up, we're putting supporting information, we're putting documents up there, we've got authors who will be coming on and they'll be putting up history in South Africa. We're going to have a whole lot of stuff that'll just add so much substance to our subject, which is basically what the heck is happening in South Africa.
Well, I can say that, I mean, I've stuck with you through thick and thin, and you know how I found you. It was a friend of mine's mom had placed one of your videos, and I started listening and going through your videos, and I was like, oh, wow, there's somebody that's actually taking to heart what's going on in South Africa. And that's, remember, I used to send you things and that, and the next best thing you made me a moderator, I got such a fright. I thought, okay, now I've got to be quiet. I don't know what to say. I used to be quite safe.
And now look at you. Great. You're a citizen reporter.
Oh, yes, and before I forget, that I haven't actually thanked little Rudeltjie baie dankie for all your help. He really helped me through this thing because I'd never done it. So the first time I ever Skyped, I Skyped Rudy, and then yesterday I went to go and get a SIM card and data for today. Yeah. And he kept on telling me that I have got to remove apps. And this is quite a new device, and it came fully loaded with all these apps. So 16 gigs of data turns into 15.62 already loaded with everything on. So I thought, I'm going to be clever, right? I'm going to get an app, and I am going to load it onto this new data card of mine. And Rudy's going, no, Michelle, you don't listen. You're not listening. I said, don't get snotty with me, Rudy. I also said to him, am I irritating you? I better say goodbye. No, we were just teasing one another. So I want to just thank Rudy very, very much for helping me through this thing. Because it's like a woman in a car. It's just got to go. It doesn't have problems. It's got to go.
There's one truth I do know, and that is that women are not good with maps, whereas men are. I don't understand why, but that's a reality.
Can you see what's happening down in the bottom?
I'm not bad at maps. Just put me in Italy though. I was totally lost. I closed the map book and I thought, let's just go. Let's just see where it's going to take.
Let's just go.
But Cape Town, you can't really get lost because you got the Ebel Mountains. So all you have to do, that's your beacon.
Who are these guys in front of us with the yellow vests on? Are they security or are they just
Are they
members of the...
marshals? No, they're part of the different parties. Like the guy in front, I don't know if my... are you going to get him? He's holding a Cape party flag. There, the other guy as well.
Oh, yes, I see that, yeah.
I think they're the Cape Party marshals today. So they get people of the community.
Right.
That's what we did last time for the farm murders. Cape Exit was, and if you see the videos, it was Warren that was constantly in front of me. And he had his marshal top on, and then Charmaine, who's here with us, so she also had hers on. I didn't. I was filming. So,
yeah.
So today's Cape Party, who's marshalling us?
What a beautiful
but you see, it's very
day.
peaceful.
What a
The only time things get out of hand is if you've got the EFF causing trouble, you know, and riling people up and getting annoyed. You know, it's always like people love to provoke, and then a person reacts, and they're the ones who the fingers are pointed at.
Yeah, then they claim to be the victim. You know, I was actually going to say this a bit earlier, that what a difference between this march and Economic Freedom Fighters March. I mean, you'd have them doing their little dances and singing Kill the Boer and stuff like that, and, you know, provoking people. And look at this. Here you've got a very peaceful protest. No shops have been looted. No dustbins have been turned over. They're just putting a message out there. It's completely different to Julius Malema's terrorist organization, the Economic Freedom Fighters.
But you see, this is the nature of Cape Townians. And the thing is, look, Cape Townians really do stand together. I mean, look at all of us. It doesn't matter what color we are.
Yeah.
You know, we all think the same. We all feel the same. We all want to live the same. And then you've got people who want the absolute abject opposite of what you want. And it's oil and water. It's not going to work. And this is what they come in to do, is to disrupt all the time. Us, generally, it's not like that. And it's, you know, having everybody, you've got to have respect for one another. And there is nothing that can replace respect, because that solves a lot of problems, whether it's someone's opinion, respect for someone's opinion, feelings, let's say political point of view, whatever it might be. To me, is a lot of people say, oh, you know, you're going to fight. No, it's not fighting. An argument does not mean, in layman's terms, yes, it means to fight, but it's not. It's a difference of opinion, and it's how you deal with it, and it's just respect for each other.
Yeah.
And when people come in and totally want to disrupt, and then, you know, point fingers at you, for example, being racist because you don't believe in in certain choices, and it's a different lifestyle. It's got nothing to do with racism whatsoever. It's got to do with culture, and that's how I always explain it. It's cultural difference. So why try? I mean, world wars have been fought for centuries, and then you've got a period of peace. It's because everybody's found their niche.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to destroy that and throw everybody in a big basket together. It doesn't work. It's never going to work.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's just better. It's just better. We are the lucky ones because we live here. And it's an old established tradition that we've got here in Cape Town, going right back to Jan van Riebeck. Thank you in the side chat. Happy birthday. I'm giving you praise. Putting you apart. Yeah, from 1652, and it's been I had to use the word, but it's a holistic. It's a holistic. It's not a devolution that goes down. Evolution. To make our community and society what it is today.
Yeah. I do have to say, Michelle, that I think, Michelle, I do have to say, I think the police are doing a fantastic job
Yeah, they are. We don't even see them. I don't even know where they are.
but I mean, you know, everything is running so smoothly, which is fantastic. And look, I'm the first one to say, you know, call out a bad cop, but I have to say, from what I've seen today, that the police are doing an amazing job, and hats off to them. Well done, guys.
Yes, and look, there's a taxi rank. Normally, you don't normally go near a taxi rank.
Yeah.
It's can be quite dangerous. But I mean, look at everybody looking and cheering. Nobody's taunting. Nobody is shouting. You know.
It's such a shame that a lot of these people haven't got the ability to get on the internet and, you know, put a mandate in.
Say that again, Scott.
I said it's such a shame that a lot of those people do not have the access to the internet and the access to be able to put a mandate in for Cape independence.
Yeah, well, that's why we have got area managers, for example, at Cape Exit.
Yeah.
And let's just say, well, activists in the area, and they will go out and reach the people that do not have access to it. And the Cape Party, as far as I know, they're also doing the same thing to bring awareness to people. But I mean, look at this. Look at everybody standing there. And so, no, there's the
are we getting close, are we? Because there's a lot of people here.
Yeah. Well, it's a Saturday in town, which is usually busy, and this, I think, is perfect for today because it's maximum exposure.
Absolutely.
We're almost there now, Lauren. Yeah. Okay, we're almost there now, Scott.
Okay. Wow. And so what will happen when we get there is there'll be speeches?
Yes. There are going to be speeches, and then they're going to hand over the demand that we demand a referendum. So that's going to be handed over. Who did Warren say now?
You're going to be for Craig
and they're handing it over to who? The DA.
Yeah, one of those people.
Oh, one of those people.
So one of the DA is going to take the demand to Parliament.
Yeah, so we'll see who the member is going to be when we get there.
Okay.
So we don't know offhand. There are all the police in front. Look.
Oh, wow.
Maybe you can...
Yeah, I can see the vehicles, yeah.
Oh, it's very peaceful, very jovial. I know they've pulled it off that part.
Now, just so people from overseas understand, Stellenbosch is probably the most affluent part of South Africa, isn't it?
Yes, this is the heart of the winelands. So you've got Stellenbosch, you've got Franschhoek, and you've got Paarl and all of those areas. It falls under the Boerland. And this is wine producing land. So yes, lots of farms, you know, our wine farms have got, they're prestigious, they're well known all over the world. It's also a university town. So we've got Stellenbosch University. I know I was supposed to come to Stellenbosch University. And you've got a lot of students here as well, and they live in the town. Very festive as well when it comes to their parties. But yeah, an old historic town you can see from that building, 1777.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was amazing going through that building.
He was granted land here, but remember my history properly. He was granted land here and he set up grape farms. And so it's old. I actually can't remember offhand when it was established, but pretty much soon after 1652.
Right. Well, I have to tell you, Michelle, that once you set up an independent state in the Western Cape, I will fly from Australia to Cape Town. And one of the first things I want to see is that building that we walked into earlier, bordering that park where where the ammunition was held, because I found that absolutely fascinating.
Oh, there's little gems all over Stellenbosch. It's all houses that have been converted into something because they all are protected. They're all historical sites because of their age. So you'll see the quaintness of Stellenbosch is really exceptional because
Yeah.
they have preserved all the old architecture.
Now,
They might have modernized inside, but outside remains the same.
Yeah, I want you to keep talking. I'm just going to get that. Remember, I talked about the 1899 to 1902 Boer War, and that red jacket didn't fit with what the British actually wore in the Second Boer War, which is that 1899 to 1902. I've got the original jacket of a British military guy who was based in Ladysmith during the siege of Ladysmith. He was actually a soldier from the British Army. And I'm going to just grab that while you talk and tell us what we're doing, and I'll show that to the Loving Live family. Carry on. Over to you.
So do you maybe have a question for me from before you go? A question from the side chat at all? Then I can.
Oh, look, there's just a lot of conversation going on, but you know what it's like in the side chat. They're all just chatting away as family.
Okay, so I'll keep them entertained.
Yeah, you keep them entertained. I'll only be about a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. I can start more. Bird Street Coffee Shop. I wish I could see the side chat, guys. I can't see any side chat. So otherwise I'd be answering some of your questions. Look at the pretty mural there that they're busy painting on the building.
Okay, Michelle, I'm back. I'm just going to show people what the actual British uniform looked like in the 1899 to 1902. This is an original uniform. I'm just going to put it up now. There we go. This is an original British uniform from the Boer War 1899 to 1902. You can see it's not bright red, and the reason it's not bright red was because in the earlier Boer War, back in the 1870s, the British were picked off like flies because they wore red, and that stuck out in the felt, and the Boers just completely cleaned up. So the British, as a result of that, got rid of the old red uniform, and this is one that, as I say, came from Ladysmith. And if you have a look at these little buttons, they're the original brass buttons that were created in some factory in the UK. And you can see his little, he wasn't very excited. He was probably a private, but that is an original uniform from the British during the Boer War. It wasn't red. Okay. Back to you.
Okay.
Back to you. And I'm just going to put this back where it belongs, and I'll be back in a second. So I'll leave you to entertain people listening.
Okay, guys, what do you want to hear? I'm being cheeky. What do you want to hear?
Guns N' Roses would be good.
I've got a Guns N' Roses, yes. What else? What else, Lauren? You can sing for us.
I think the park's right here. We're almost there.
Yeah. Yes, okay. So we're almost here, guys. We're going to disembark just now. I think I'm going to have a sunglass stand. I am so hot. And I left my cap in the car. So, yeah. Rudy is not only going to be the only one who's tutti fruity, so I'm going to be as well. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Because I'm enjoying it, and it's a really lovely day to be out and seeing all these happy faces. Are you dancing again, Warren? He's a happy chappy here next to me.
I'm back.
You back?
I'm back. Where are we now?
I asked the audience. I'm busy. If I sound like I've been punched, yeah, it's like I'm I'm leaning against the railing here.
Look, everybody
Against my
thinks you're doing a
ribcage, so-
fantastic job, and I think you're definitely going to be a citizen reporter from here on in loving life.
Thank you, Scott. I've got a new career.
You have got a new
Who
career,
would
yeah,
guess?
absolutely.
Well, I actually felt quite bad because I'm in Cape Town, and I eventually thought, no, damn this. Let me just do it. Let me do a good deed. It's not that bad. Stage fright in the beginning. I mean, with Rudy, when he phoned me, I actually on the second, I had my phone upside down first of all. So I head for it to the side, and he says, Michelle, turn it around. I said, I don't know. Then the next time he phones me back, I put the phone down on him. I was laughing so hard I thought it was going to wet my pants.
Well, if I told you, Michelle,
stop laughing first. Yeah.
If I told you there are 22,000 people watching right now, would you suddenly get freaked out?
22. No, you're joking. 22,000.
I mean,
Wait,
yeah, I'm just joking. Don't worry. I just wanted the reaction.
Oh, hold on. This is a bumpy ride.
Oh, we're in the park again. We're back.
Yeah. Okay, so we in the park. We're driving right over the grass here. And there's the rest. Yeah, we're driving into the park. We're driving up to Cape Party. Here's your favorite tree.
Oh my gosh, that is a disgrace. Really, it's not a Christmas tree. I'm sorry.
Look, yeah, they're coming in now. So we've
Oh
got
wow, look at that. Yeah, look at that. I can see. Wow, look at that.
Here we go. It's
Wow.
amazing, eh?
Wow.
Yes. I almost flew off the back.
That's amazing. What's that banner that they've got in the front there? What does it say?
It's the Cape Freedom March.
Oh, okay. Cape Freedom March.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
that's
it says.
part
Oh
of-
yeah, I
that's
can see it now.
part of
Cape
Cape
Freedom March. Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Wow.
I see a meteor is standing under a tree over there. I was looking out for a germ. I met Germ when I was at the. He's been on our show before. I met him at the last march that we were at.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like he's here today.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is the Cape Party setup. Oh heck, here goes the cowboy again. The car's going to start moving. Hang on. Yeah. Let's just see where this is going to go.
Can they move that Freedom Front Plus banner?
Put this on one shoulder now. There we go. Okay, it's resting on your shoulder. Oh, we stopped. Oh. All right. Okay, I'm going to hop off. So you're going to see a bit of grass. Oh, Des, please won't you hold this for me because I need to jump.
Please don't jump.
Thanks, Des. Okay. Right, here we go. Now we're going to see what's going to happen. So we're right in front, which is cool.
Right,
So I
great.
think we'll be able to hear.
I'm sure.
There's Petsu. He is super sorted with his camera in front of us. There's the leader of the pack. There's Jack.
There are a lot of coloured people here, aren't there?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah.
So they can't
People
say that
people
we
don't
have
realise
coloured-
that the minority groups doesn't just mean the white people. There are a lot of
No,
coloured
it
people
doesn't.
who want independence as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean that people say that, oh, it's just a white party. You know, the people that have taken the initiative, yes, would be white, but that is no reflection at all as to what the party stands for. I mean, we're all standing here together in solidarity.
Yeah.
We all want the same thing. So I'm just mingling through the crowds, just so that you guys can get
Sure. No,
kind
we,
of
we
an
can see
idea.
what people say. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, who's here and who's representing this cause.
Now, these ladies in front in green are Freedom Front Plus, aren't they?
Yes.
Can we talk
Yes,
to
so
one of them?
Let me just see. Hi, are you ladies Freedom Front Plus? Yes. Would you like to talk to the camera? Are you too shy? No, they're too shy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I'm just going to amble my way around and then I'll go back to the others on the other side because I don't want to. Actually, I think I'm going to go back now because I don't want to miss the handover for you guys.
Oh, is this
what
for
it's
the
all
memorandum?
about. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see that, yeah.
Okay, let's just see. There's Jack on stage. So we've just got to wait to see. There's Des. Okay. I'm going to go and ask Des quickly if he knows who the handover is going to be to. Des,
Right.
who are they going to be handing over to?
I think Phil Craig will basically introduce the people, or
Yeah.
Kerry, and then they will have a couple of speeches. I know
Okay.
Peter Marais, Phil is going to have one,
Right.
and probably Jack as well.
Okay.
So yeah, then it's kind of an informal proceeding from here on.
And not physically handing it over to anybody? Or is it just
I don't
symbolic?
know. I don't know. You must ask
Oh,
Phil. Yeah.
okay.
I don't know if they got a memorandum they want to hand over.
I
think they actually did arrange something like that. Yeah.
Is it? Because I thought I read that in there, the job, that mail job. I don't know Phil Craig. I've never met him.
Phil Craig, please put up your hand. Phil.
Tony, that was cheeky.
Oh, there he is. The guy with the blue shirt walking
Yes.
to your left
Yes.
with a blue folder.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
He
him.
keeps on saying he's Phil Craig. Don't ask him. I think he is Phil. No, he's obviously.
No, man, I don't know
Well,
him.
okay.
Des.
Okay.
All right, come. Are you going to take me?
Okay, Shanette. Thank you.
Are you going, Sinead?
Good there.
Bye, sweetie pie. Okay. Bye, Tony. Okay, we're being introduced to Phil now, guys.
On Scott.
Yeah. I just want to turn over.
Michelle, and she's talking to Scott.
Hi,
of the
Phil.
Loving live
Hi.
stream.
Hi, how are you? So I'm
Yes,
just
good,
going to
thank
get you. Would you mind saying something?
Sure.
Hi,
yeah.
Phil.
Hi, Scott, how are you?
Good to meet you, mate.
Yeah.
We know people.
We've met. I've been on the show a while back. So yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it's good to see you again.
You too. Sorry, I'm not hearing the best, but
No, we can't hear, so we're just winging it, Scott.
That's no
I
problem.
just wanted
Now, Phil,
to- Actually,
I
No.
feel that we're standing on the cusp of something really exciting today.
yes, we are on the cusp of something.
yeah, we are.
Okay.
We're just about to sign the petition now. We're going to have a couple. Then we're going to read the petition. All of the different groups are going to sign it. Then we're going to walk over to the town hall. We're going to hand it over to the DA mayor, and then we're going to come back and hand out some food and drinks and have a couple of short speeches, and then we're done. So.
Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Fantastic. Thanks, Phil.
Thanks for the introduction.
It's only a pleasure.
Yes, now you can see us.
Scott, it went well, eh?
Oh,
Good
Des,
numbers.
it went really well. Absolutely.
And I think this is showing the solidarity between the organisations in terms of independence. There can't be any doubt after this, and hopefully the guys that's been, first of all, sitting on the fence, not deciding, can decide, and hopefully the powers to be will take note. Because if they don't, it's going to be to their detriment.
Yeah, look, I'm sure that you're going to get a lot of people actually coming on board after this.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think I think this is it's brilliant exposure. People must just please, if they can, put this out on their social media. If this is the way that we need to get it out, this is the way we do. And please do. The quicker it spreads and the quicker it gets around. I don't know if you can see me. I can't actually see what I'm seeing.
Yeah, no, I can see you, Michelle. And I've got a message for Des. Des,
I should have had my headphones because I've got to put it right up against my ear.
Yeah.
So
well,
apologies for that.
can you?
Hopefully there are press here. You haven't recognized anybody,
But they are
Yeah.
independent media.
is it? Yeah, independent media ones. I'm not
But
quite
you
sure.
won't find
if-
SABC or Enka there.
we don't know officially if they are here. I mean, I don't seem to spot any branding of
Yeah.
any sort, so
Can
don't think they are.
Can you tell
I
Des?
like this. Huh?
Can you tell
again?
Des that the only red beret that's been seen during this whole march was me wearing my Gatvol beret? And it's the one that was stolen from Brackenfell.
Really? Have you said you've been wearing it through the whole stream?
No. I just wore it for a few seconds.
missed what you said.
Just tell Des that.
So, you tell Des. I've got it by his ear.
Okay.
Again, Scott?
Yeah, Des. Just so you know, for a few seconds, I got off the screen from you guys to myself on camera, and I was wearing the stolen red beret economic freedom fighters from Brackenfell. So if Julius Malema is looking for it, he'll have to find me here in Brisbane, Australia. And it had a sign on it. It said Gatvol.
He's going to be looking for you. He's going to be looking for you. He's his beret back. My goodness, I'm actually sweating. I can see I'm sweating. It's so hot. I'm going to be sunburnt in the sun. Yeah. So, yeah, I just want to turn the camera around quickly. Sit around.
Wow.
Who is that guy with the long hair over there in the beard?
It's Rasta.
I'm just going to stand here. What is he? Is he from France or something?
I don't know, so he's holding the independence flag. Let's go up to him and chat to him.
Go chat to me.
Don't be shy.
Come, Michelle, he loves to talk, don't you?
No, come with me, Warren.
No, why?
Come watch. No, I'm taking Warren with me now.
Oh,
Hi,
wow.
guys.
That's an interesting hat, isn't it? Hi.
I'm on a live stream with Scott. I don't know if you would like to be on. He's in Australia. I'm just going to turn the camera around because it's on you guys at the moment. He is broadcasting to the world, so he has his videos have 25 million views already in total. I don't know if you would just like to say something about independence. You can talk. What is your name?
Hi, my name is Brian.
Brian, hi.
But in the indigenous community between the Khoi and the Bushman indigenous leaders, I'm known as Cora.
Okay, pleased to meet you, and I'm Michelle. Yeah, we're supposed to use elbows. So you here, we're all standing for the same thing.
Yeah,
we want independence. We all want absolutely the same thing.
Definitely.
Well, it's lovely seeing you here, and thanks so much.
Michelle?
Yeah,
Michelle?
name?
Michelle?
Dawn.
Michelle?
Yes.
Can I speak to Cora very quickly?
Cora. Okay.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Now, Cora, my name's Scott. I don't know if you are associated with the Griqua people, but I wrote their history 13 years ago. The book Children of the Mist. I don't know if you've heard about it or if you read it, but I'm the author of that book.
It's actually an honor speaking to you now.
Oh, do you know it?
Yeah, that's quite a nice book. Quite good history you read about. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know Alan Lafleur and I know Cecil Lafleur and I know the Griqua leadership at Kranshoek near Plettenberg Bay. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to go.
Yeah, then I can probably share a bit of good news with you.
What's that?
In the last 2 months, we've actually organized meetings and workshops where we had all the tribal leaders together, and we started Khoi Bushman Tribal Council, which is going to be sitting soon and engaged with political parties and government and everybody.
We're going to shut down.
Fantastic. So, what, Michelle? Sorry, guys, we seem to have lost the network for a moment. Wasn't that amazing? Speaking to one of the Khoi people, who's associated with the Griqua. Okay, Guys, I'm going to give this another few seconds, and if Michelle doesn't reconnect, what I'll do is I will try and call her back, because it appears that we've lost her signal. Okay, I'm gonna try and call Michelle back. Let's just see how we go. Okay. Sorry guys, it looks like Michelle's lost her internet connection or her broadband or something. I'll just keep on trying. I'll just send her a text message. Let's just see what's happening here. I have to tell you, I feel so at home when I'm talking to communities like we've just been talking to, because you know, they're such incredibly lovely people, and yeah, it's so sad how this ANC government has treated basically everybody, including their own. It's just incredibly sad. Okay, let me just see if there are any questions that we have in the side chat. Viking says, Michaela T, Dittus made Dudi, bravo, I love you. I'm glad you noticed that also. It was an ongoing thing from her. And you know, I tried to be calm and be nice, but she kept biting back. I don't know what's going on there. Guys, look, we're talking about a very serious subject here, okay? Oh my gosh. Let me just try Michelle again. Okay, guys. Now, iCat says, is the jacket a tan color? Yes, it is. Now, this is the interesting thing. If you look at the the Rorke's the Battle of Rorke's Drift, you will notice that back then in the 1830s, 1840s, the British tunics were bright red, and of course it was like target practice, and that was an incredible incredible day where just a handful of British in bright red tunics fought off thousands of Zulus. But in 1899 to 1902, following the disastrous defeat in the First Boer War, the British, realizing that their red tunics were just like, you know, target practice, completely changed them to tan, so that they actually merged into the bushveld, which is why the jacket I showed you earlier, which is from the Second Boer War, which is 1899 to 1902, and I actually know the private who actually owned that jacket. I've actually got the name of the guy. And if I had opened that jacket up, you would have seen inside, it's got like padding. And you can actually see the sweat on the padding from this guy. It's quite extraordinary. It's amazing. Okay, so Michaela says, Scott, the ejection button is taking no nonsense. Let me try Michelle again, see if she's been able to sort out her connection. Here we go, guys. Now, if we can't get back to Michaela, I think we pretty well covered most of the actual the Independence March, and it's been an amazing live stream, and I just want to thank Michelle for her time. Yeah, it looks like she's probably run out of bandwidth or whatever it is. So I just want to thank Michelle so much. She's a huge part of the Loving Life team for the time that she's put in today, for helping bring us this event live today. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I'm going to be shutting down the live stream in a few minutes because without Michelle being able to come on, there's not much more I can do. I'll just give it one last try. Let's just see how we go. No, I think the bandwidth bunny is hit. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the coverage of the Independence March. We saw the whole march. We got to meet people. We got to meet the leaders of the independence movements. And look, it was so exciting to see Freedom Front Plus there. Yeah, ICAT says, when the group was walking down the road with all the flags waving, that was beautiful. It absolutely was. And thank you, Jack. It was an excellent stream, and we have to thank Michelle for that. You know, this is her first attempt at being... Oh, hang on. We've got her coming back. Let's see what's happening. Hi, Michelle.
What is going on today is not okay. We do not approve. We do not give our consent.
We got you. We're back. We're back.
I had to get a battery pack. The battery ran out. I got the guy's number, and I said to him, I'm sure that you would love to have him on the show. So Warren took his number, and I'm going to hand it on to you and the chap that you were talking to.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
You can get him on the channel. So I told him briefly who you were,
yeah.
And he said he will be very happy to.
No prospect of ever getting the government that we want.
Now, Michelle.
We haven't got democracy. The Western Cape.
Okay, you're back again. Okay. Now, what's happening right now? Who's talking?
Can we change our lives for the better? Can we have the government responsible?
Because I can't hear a word that you are saying.
Okay, no problems.
On the grass and drink my water. Because I'm carrying a battery pack with me. The guy, my Cape Exit guys are the best. I mean, they organised a battery pack and a lead and everything to get us back online.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So, Scott, are you on me now?
I'm on you, yeah.
March about 50 metres or 100 metres over the road to the town hall, where hopefully either the DA
there you go.
Representative will be for us, and we're going to hand over.
Just going to hold it like this because I've got the battery pack on the ground.
By Brian here on behalf of the Clutersville community. We thank you for your support. We really do. It's been signed by Jack Miller, the leader of the Cape Park. Jack and your very vocal supporters. Thank you.
I'll stand up again just now.
Okay, no problems. We're getting great vision. It's good, all good.
And your fantastic 600,000 mandates that are written and signed for Cape Independence. And it will be signed by the Freedom Front. We're just waiting for.
Can you hear okay?
Mm-hmm.
And people sign on behalf of the Freedom.
Yeah, very well.
Sign on behalf of the Freedom Front and die Brande Martin beveging. And we're just quickly going to read what the petition says, and then we're just going to march over there. We're going to hand it over. We'll take some photos in front of the town hall,
and then we're going to come back. There is going to be some food that's going to be distributed free to everybody. There's water, and we'll have a couple of speeches, and then we'll call time on what has been a fantastic morning, and thank you.
Aye, aye.
So this is what
Michelle, your water bottle's in front of the camera.
Because they are our government. They are the government.
Oh, was it in front of the camera?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Government of Stellenbosch.
I'm trying to multiple
under the elected government of the Western Cape. Therefore, we don't expect the ANC to save us. They're not our government. We expect the government we elected to save us. And this is what we ask of them.
I'm going to stand up.
Okay.
I will never say.
Any way we can get closer to the stage?
Sorry, I keep on
As
touching the wrong
citizens
button.
of the Western
Are you
Cape,
back? Yeah.
do
there
hereby
you go.
call upon the Democratic Alliance, our duly elected provincial government, to publicly acknowledge the following as being true. 1. That the people of the Western Cape have emphatically demonstrated by their voting behaviour that collectively, regardless of individual race, religion or culture, that we are
There's still Craig
ideologically
right in front
distinct
of us.
from the rest of
That's
South Africa.
perfect, yeah, that's good.
2. That the relationship between the Western Cape and South Africa has resulted in the collective people of the Western Cape being denied our political will and any reasonable prospect of ever having our political will enacted. 3. That the Western Cape has a unique history and culture, which includes the Aboriginal peoples or First Nation of South Africa.
Exactly.
The Aboriginal peoples or First Nation of South Africa, their descendants, and the development of Afrikaans, a language developed in the province and which remains the most widely spoken language of the province. 4. That the relationship between the Western Cape and South Africa has been used to marginalise the Western Cape's historical culture, failing to respect the First Nation status of many of its people, debasing minority communities, and deliberately undermining the Afrikaans language. 5. That the relationship between the that the Western Cape is demographically distinct from the remainder of South Africa, where the largest racial group in the Western Cape, so-called coloured people. And 6, that the relationship between the Western Cape and South Africa has been used to actively discriminate against the majority of Western Cape citizens on the basis of their race. 7, that the people of the Western Cape are entitled to self-determination under international law. And 8, that under the current political system, the people of the Western Cape do not have democratic self-determination and have no realistic prospect of ever having democratic self-determination. So that's that we're acknowledging. Then we're asking them to promise us 3 things, and I'm done. Having acknowledged these statements as being true, we further call upon the Democratic Alliance to give the people of the Western Cape the following assurances. 1, that in the event that there is reasonable cause to believe that the majority of Western Cape citizens wish to break away from South Africa and create their own independent state, the Democratic Alliance will call a people's referendum on independence and agree to be bound by its outcome. 2, that in the event of having held a referendum and where the people of the Western Cape have indicated the desire to break away from South Africa and form an independent state, the Democratic Alliance, as the elected representatives of the Western Cape people, will enter into good faith negotiations with the South African government to secure independence for the people of the Western Cape. And the final one, which is the important one, it's important we have teeth. That in the event that the South African government refuses to respect the democratically expressed wishes of the people of the Western Cape and seeks to impose its political will upon the people of the Western Cape against their wishes, that the Democratic Alliance will unilaterally pursue the remedial secession of the Western Cape, following the principles and best practices of international law and politics.
Yay! Good luck with that.
For coming.
Look at the leader. Oh my God, what a joke.
Okay. Now, quickly march up the street, just straight over there. It's about 50 meters. We're going to meet in front of the town hall. We're going to hand over the referendum. We'll take the referendum, I wish. Hand over the petition. We'll take a couple of quick photos, and then we're coming back for food, drinks, and a couple of short speeches. Thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
It's all happening.
That
Are we...
memorandum has been signed by everybody. Not quite sure who everybody is at the moment, but
Yeah.
it would obviously be Jack.
Let's follow the party to actually see the delivery of the
Yeah.
memorandum.
Yeah, we're going. The Phil Craig's behind. I'm just kind of waiting to see where's Phil Craig with a memorandum. Okay, I'm just going to wiggle there. Oh, hello.
Hello.
That's
I still
Jean,
don't have
is it?
my mask on, just by the way.
You're using this as your
Are we going across the road?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead.
Oh, is it here? Is it this building over here? In front of us?
No, that's.
Okay, well, that looks like a very snazzy building. It might be that one. Oh, 5 meters. Oh, up. Oh, okay.
Okay, guys, the memorandum, which has been signed by the secessionist parties, is now being delivered to the mayor of. Is it the mayor of Stellenbosch, Michelle?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it is, Scott.
Okay, and that's a DA mayor, isn't it?
Yes. So I'm not sure who it is yet. So hopefully we'll find out now.
Yeah.
When I've got notifications coming up, can you actually hear it come through? What?
No.
Oh shit, the power's going to go off again, Scott.
Rudy's just said, ask Michelle if her cell battery will last. She is a busy girl. Okay. It looks like we've lost, yeah. Okay, guys, it looks like we've lost Michelle again. But I think we've covered the most important parts of the protest or not protest, the march for secession. And, you know, the unity and the working together was a wonderful thing to see. And I'm sure Dr. Peter Hammond will be absolutely delighted to see how this is unfolding. Yeah, I'm excited. I think that something is going to happen very shortly in the Western Cape. And of course, the Loving Life channel will completely support that. I'm going to give Michelle a few minutes just to see if she can sort out her battery, because she has lost her battery. But we'll see what happens. But guys, when you see her back on the side chats with the live stream, please just sing your praises for her. She's done a fantastic job. Rudy says, I warned Michelle earlier in the week. Ha ha ha. Well, Rudy, she did try, but her battery, we've been going for what? Nearly 3 hours. And I know that her battery was 100% when we started, and she then borrowed someone else's battery when we had a problem. But hey, it is what it is, you know. We covered most of the event, and that was fantastic. So I'm just going to see if Michelle gets back to me. We'll just keep chatting in the side chat here for a few minutes, and if she can't get back to us, well, we've had a great live stream. It's been absolutely fabulous. And yeah, Michelle is definitely going to be one of our citizen reporters going forward. That's no question at all. Now, Rob Cading has said, question for Jack. Does the Cape Party subscribe to everything that's in the road to independence? Well, I'd love to be able to get Jack to answer that question. But there are two problems. One is that Jack is a very busy boy right now. And two is that Michelle has lost her internet connection. Oh my gosh. Okay. Michaela says, thank you for that honor. I will proudly wear the crown on behalf of our Boer folk. What's going on there, Michaela and Viking? Oh, the Viking Boer crowns you the leader queen. You are a woman of steel. Kermit says, will there be more events around the Western Cape? Look, when something's happening like you saw today, we're going to be in on it. Now, just so you guys understand the timelines, it's nearly 8 p.m. here in Brisbane, Australia, which means it's nearly midday in Johannesburg. And I've been up since 2 o'clock in the morning, my time, for the live stream we did last night, your time. I know this sounds all crazy, but time zones can be an absolute, yeah, I don't want to go there. Yeah, now Rudy says, my training of Michelle worked. Yeah, yeah, it did, Rudy. You did a fantastic job, and she acknowledges that. And it was so great to see that the recording in landscape mode and not this little vertical thing that you see on the screen. So it's been fantastic. Jack Stander says, it really has been an excellent stream. I enjoyed the small monument with the guns and cannons and other historic paraphernalia. I love that as well. I mean, I love history. Think of it, 1777. You know, that's hundreds of years ago, when there wasn't one Bantu and Nguni to the west of the Great Fish River. And they're now suggesting that the land was stolen from them. It's just absolute joke. Yeah, anyway. I have to tell you that, Rudy, we need to get that blimmin', we need to get our platform up, because YouTube have been very, very nasty to people around me. I've heard of several people who have been just suddenly taken down. Now that Biden looks like he's going to get in, it looks like YouTube are going to start bringing out the ceremonial sword and just cutting down channels. So we need to really get our asses in gear with the lovinglifetv.com. Please, let's get that up. Now, what's happening here? Sin says there's time for war and there's time for talk, and it's talk time now. Well, I think the talk time has kind of run out because the ANC ain't listening. Yeah, I agree with you, Bernard. Our opponents are weak and don't have support to take up arms. Now, earlier I wore my Gatvol hat. Let me just put that back on again. Okay, if there are any EFF people watching this live stream, now or later, guess where your missing beret is? It's Gatvol with your crap, okay? There's a proof. It's on my head. Yeah. So you know what you can do with your beret? The flea-ridden thing? Well, it's going in the bin. That's where it's going. I'm waiting for the response from anyone from the EFF watching. I'm not, I'm not going to hold my breath. I don't think they're going to be watching this. But anyway. Rudy says, I'm working on it hard and fast. That's great, buddy. I remember, we're looking at different versions. We started with something really simple and we just keep building. You know, that'll be the way to go. Okay, let me just see if I can get Michelle back. I think the march is, well, the march is over, but I think the actual event is nearly over. So, you know, Michelle's done an amazing job. Yeah, no, she's clearly out of battery. So, yeah, no, look, Michelle's done an amazing job, and I'm going to be shutting down this live stream in about, let me see, I'll give her 7 minutes. I'll give it to 8 p.m. because it's been a really long day for me. Yeah, I know it's only midday for you guys, but yeah, I don't want to go there. Okay, so, oh, here we go. Michelle's back. My gosh, she's a soldier. Hi, Michelle.
Albert, I secured another battery pack.
Oh, you're amazing.
It was a party.
Tell us what's happening.
I don't know what the hell's going on. Wait a minute.
I can see you. I can see you, and I can hear you.
I've got my keypad that has come up. I don't know why. Let's try pushing it.
No, don't worry about it. I can see you perfectly.
To remove something, I'm going to stand in the shade because I can't see what's going on. Oh my gosh, where is Rudy when I need him?
He's right here. He said, I warned Michelle about the battery.
Pushing backwards. Hold on, Scott.
Okay.
Hold to get this off the screen.
Rudy, how do you get the keypad off the machine?
Oh, Emilio, he's here in front of me because he's busy filming. Oh, here you go, Scott. Here you go. Come
Okay.
here, Nick. Now it tells me to send you a message. So, pushing on your oh no, now I've got your photo.
Can you turn the camera around so you can see the crowd in front of you?
Break. And when we get back to earlier,
just wait a minute.
And bring
Oh, hello. You're going to turn you around now.
No, I'm still looking at you, Michelle. Can you turn the camera around? Oh, there we go. That's perfect.
There we go.
There we go. Now we got it. Yeah.
Vibes are coming up there. Yeah, here they go. Here they're playing the music. Such a vibe.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody. So they handed it over. Now I missed the part of which DA councillor, but there's Jack and there's Paul Craig.
Yeah.
I don't know who this chap is or the ponies are, but he did say hi. Okay, so it's officially been handed over.
Yeah.
So we're heading back down to the park. But the pieces that we missed, Warren has recorded it, and he will send it through to you. Just the parts that we missed. If you asked him to please do that, he said he would.
Oh, that'll be great. I'll just put that up as a separate video. That'll be fantastic. Yeah.
This has been a very pleasant day.
Yeah. Now, is everybody going? Are they?
Yeah. There's going to be food and drinks down at the park. Are you staying down at the park, Warren? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're off to the park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can talk to a few people in the park.
Just do some housework, yeah? package with Charmaine. Because it ran out, so she's given me this super duper. It looks like it's flipping solar powered. I don't think I'm running out of juice now. Yeah, no, Warren just said no. He's got some good footage for you. If you want to send it. Yeah, he will. Okay, but I can't do it now, okay, because I don't have his number. Oh, Scott. Oh. Yeah, we'll send it to you later. I must say, I can actually do with some food now. I'm starving.
You've done really well, Michelle. I take my hat off to you, and everybody's saying you've done a fantastic job. And Rudy says Michelle has a totally new career in journalism.
I don't know what.
Rudy says Michelle has a totally new career in journalism.
Thanks, Riddles. We've got these nicknames for Rudy.
What do you call them? Roodles?
Riddles. Thank you.
Roodles. I'll remember that. Hi, Dan. How are you, buddy? Dan's back. Now, don't forget tonight, I will be putting up Dan's latest Sunday service, and we're talking about the sword of the sword of truth, I think it is. Help me here, Dan. I actually haven't listened to your sermon yet. I've had so much happening, but I will be tomorrow. That's for sure.
Trying to get onto the outside here on oncoming traffic so that I can get a bit of a crowd instead of people's heads. No, this battery pack definitely is solar powered. I'm not running out of juice.
Sword of the Spirit. That's what. Sorry, Michelle. That Dan's Sunday service this Sunday is the Sword of the Spirit. He's been talking about the whole armor of God, and it's a fascinating series.
Okay. Are you talking to me, Scott?
I'm talking to everybody. Now, Rudy says, yeah, Michelle calls me.
I stick it against my ear.
Yeah, Rudy says, yeah, Michelle calls me Roodles. So guess what? We got two new names. We got Roodles, and what was your name, Michelle? They call you?
I don't know.
You told me. Don't they have a nickname for you on the side chat?
I don't know what my nickname is. You're going to have to ask them.
Okay. Guys, what is Michelle's nickname on? Put it in the side chat, okay?
This is hilarious.
You gotta love this family. You know that WhatsApp group with Loving Life Bri. I go in there and they're like 1,000 messages, and I think, what? Shorty, that's it, Shorty. Yeah, that's exactly.
You know, I laugh so on that chat that I actually cry and I scream with tears. It's just hysterical. I've never laughed so much in a long time.
Yeah, well, you know what your nickname is, Michelle, on the side chat now?
What?
Shorty.
Shorty. No.
Yeah, because remember when you were standing next to Warren and you were standing next to Jack, and they were all towering over you? They might be 6'4", but
yeah, probably because it's huge. He's 6'4".
Well, you said
Warren's 6'4".
Warren's 6'4" or something like that.
Yeah, Warren's 6'4". No wonder I look so short. They call me shorty.
Well, I think you're going to be called
Really that
Shorty.
short.
I think you're going to be called Shorty in the side chat from now.
Yeah. Okay, I accept.
And Roodles, it's all coming out. It's all coming out. I love it. This is what happens when you get a close-knit family.
Yeah, it's actually very fun. I think when everybody gets to know each other,
Yeah.
it's absolutely awesome. I think we all of us that are on here, we all think the same. We all feel the same about things, and that's what makes it all gel.
And this barbecue, these barbecues, are you having barbecues in Cape Town with people from Living Life? Is that?
Scott, this is going nowhere.
Scott, I'm battling with her.
Who is that?
But are you going now? Des?
Was that Warren, was it?
He wants his bloody lead. Okay, no, don't worry. His phone is gone. Oh, is his phone down?
Who was that speaking?
I hijacked Des's lead. He's got his power pack back that is empty. And I've got Charmaine's power pack. I'll show you. Super duper charged. Look here. It's not going to run out of power anytime soon.
And it's got solar power.
Yeah, Charmaine.
Oh, wow.
You sort of girl.
Now that's a smart gadget. I mean, you can actually charge it while you're using it.
And it's hot and everything.
Really? Do you want to give it some promo? You might get a new job.
Unemployable, apparently.
Oh, aren't we all?
Oh,
Aren't we all?
you mean BE, do you?
Oh, we're going to we're going to do a bit of a promo now while we wait.
Okay, let's
Look at this. What's going on? Wow.
Oh, you got to go lower. I can't see. I just see a hand. You got to go lower. That's better. Yeah.
I know we actually got food.
Oh shit! Are we turning off again?
Now we've got disco.
Ah. Okay, so we're back on power here. Okay, wait. I can see now. Sorry, I wasn't looking. Very snazzy lights. I need one of these.
So is this the sun? Is it?
Really? Flip it. That we need this thing on the blimmin' jamming sessions at night. You will have disco lights. Let's get one.
You'll have to speak to Marlena. She looks after that stuff.
Yeah, well, I already said Peter the toy.
Yeah.
He's got a whole setup there going, and he wants to be your backup dancer.
What?
He's got all the screens. I can see, we'll see him from every angle. So if Peter's there.
Backup dancer.
You are going to have a super cool jamming session there, Scott.
Well, we've got a super cool jamming session coming on the 20th of December, where we're going to have a Christmas night. It'll be a sing along and Christmas carols and stuff like that. But while I've got the family here, on the 16th of December, the day of the vow, we have a live stream planned to actually cover that event, and we're going to have. I'm putting a whole lot of work into this with videos and stuff like this. So
that's going to be awesome.
So 16th of December, make sure you're there. 8 p.m. Johannesburg time. It's the day of the vow night, and we're going to be, just having an amazing session with a couple of huge historians who will be talking about that whole period.
And you know what? I actually wanted to. Oh, okay, right, here we go. Who is this guy talking?
Jeez.
Okay, it seems to be there's going to be another speech.
Okay.
All of them. Oh, they're all.
There we go. Okay,
So he's the head of something. I don't know who he is.
Please do stay behind. We've got two more speeches that we'd like to go through quickly. I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. Peter Murray. He is
Peter Murray. Here we go from BF Plus.
Freedom Front Plus.
Here we go.
Okay. Wow.
There we go.
Please welcome Peter Marais. Give us a round of applause. Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
Vrienden, het slaat om te competeren met kost. Dat weet ik. Maar ik ga het proberen. Ja.
Shaman, are you going to go get us some food? I see they're handing out pies.
Eerstens wil ik baie dankie sê vir almal wat die moed
I'm
gehad
starving. I
het
can eat my
om
teeth.
vandag hier by mekaar te kom en te marcheer op hierdie warm dag. Ten spyte van COVID-19. Vriende, ek staan voor u as lid van die Wes-Kaapse wetgewer, maar ook as verteenwoordiger van die Vryheidsfront Plus. Afgevaardig op namens hulle hierdie bijeenkomst vandag weer. Die Vryheidsfront
Ouch. I think we've hit another battery issue, I think, guys. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow. Well, Gerard says, Scott, I sure hope you're paying this chick a big paycheck for the stream. Ek is moeg for a half part. Well, let me tell you something, Gerard. I've been up since before last night's live stream. Okay, so I've been up for, let me see, it's after 8 p.m. I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I've been up for 18 hours. And we're not going to have a live stream tonight because I won't be able to make it. I'm absolutely opsy. Okay, so it looks like we have battery problems again. But guys, you got to admit we've covered a lot of ground tonight, haven't we? Or today. Apologies, my time tonight. And I hope you've enjoyed the coverage. It's a historic coverage. It's the first time that the independence parties have marched. And it was covered here live on Loving Life. Exclusively. And I think Michelle did a fantastic job. Sure. Viking says Shorty must eat a big meal tonight. She must have lost a few kilos walking so much. How about Rundle's? Rundle, where's no? Is it Rundle or Rudel? Well, look, I shouldn't speak because I'm known as the old fart, okay? So I think I've got the most demeaning title of the lot. Oh my gosh. Rudy says, Michelle Shorty got up at 5 this morning to titivate and get ready for the big day. Well, Rudy, let's face it, she did an amazing job and your input has been fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Rudy. Gerard says, Scott, thank you, my friend. You're an awesome old fart. Well, it is what it is. Oh, Michelle is back. Here we go. Hi, Michelle.
I don't know how long this is going to work, so I'm going to turn you around.
Is this Freedom Front Plus, is it?
Dans te veel. Want jy kan nie sê hy wit te veel nie, want hy hou van wit. As hy probleem het, haal op hy kamer toe op sy knieë. Hy het nie gegaan Cuba toe vir opleiding om wit mense te vermoor nie. Hy het nie gehardloop Rusland toe en geleer hoe om 'n AK-47 te hanteer nie. Hy het gesê, Here, gee U dan nie om dat ons vergaan nie. Ja, en ek het by die Vryheidsfront omdat hulle in die drie-enige God glo. Maar nou,
Scott, the battery stopped. It's going to turn off again just now.
Okay. Okay, guys, looks like we've lost the battery again. Okay. Well, look, we've been going for over 3 hours, and we've covered a lot of ground. Look, guess what, guys? Okay, this is a secret. Okay, don't tell Shorty. Okay, but there's going to be an announcement soon in the site. In a live stream. Okay, I'm not going to say any more than that, but Shorty's been with me for a long time. She's been a very loyal subscriber and a great moderator and a good friend. And yeah, I'm going to say no more, but Shorty's also run out of battery. Oh, wow. Fiona's eating breakfast. That's lovely, Fee. I'm so happy for you. Okay. Hier bly ek boer. Yeah, I can do that. I can play Hier bly ek boer. Let me do that. That's a good idea. Let me just get it up, guys. Okay, where are we? Okay. I've just got to find the video, and then we'll do that. Okay, I'll just do it this way. So, here comes our resident musician's song, Hier bly ek boer. And what a fantastic song that is. And it's... Okay, here we go. Open with... Here we go.
Ons gesterwe, sodat ons vry kan wees. Die is my land, die is my reg. Hier is ek boer. Van stof is ek gemaak en sal ek terugkeer. Die Bybel is die woord waaruit ek leer, soos die grond op die aarde. Hier bly ek boer. In die nacht sal die vijand kom, maar hier bly ek staan en ek draai nie om, want jy maak my nie bang nie. Hier bly ek boer. Die is my land waarvoor ek sal veg. Die is my bloed, my zweet, my rug. My land, hoor wat ek jou sê. Die is my land, wat my mense voor. Hier bly ek boer. Soos blasem in die somer wat vreugde bring. My oupa wat maniekie roe kon sing. Soos hy stap deur die lande. Hier was hy boer. Wortels lê diep in die grond geplant. My seun soos my pa los ek vir jou die land. En jy hoef nie te vrees nie. Hier sal jy boer. Die is my land waarvoor ek sal veg. Die is my bloed, my zweet, my rug. Die is my land, hoor wat ek jou sê. Die is my land, wat my mense voer. Hier bly ek boer. Die leeu sal kom, die leeu sal kom. 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 ljusalkom, i ljusalkom. Det is my land, varför är så far? Men det is my blood, my sweet, my love. Det is the flag för mig fortfarande släpp. Det is my land, hvor vi tack och säg. Det is my land, vad mig människor får. Det is my land, varför är så far? Det is my blood, my sweet, my love.
All right, guys, here Blaig Boer, my favorite song, apart from the Loving Knife theme song, and both have been written by that wonderful musician and performer and our resident musician. Yep, we're talking about Winston Coetzee. What a great guy. What a great guy. And I hope that he is totally booked out right through now to the end of January or wherever, because this guy deserves a break. He really does. All right, guys. Viking says, don't worry, I'm number 2 old fart with a funny backfiring. I'm not going to go there. I don't want to know about it, okay? I'm just going to give Michelle one last try, and then I'm going to wrap up this live stream because I think we've pretty well covered everything that's going, and apparently we're going to be sent videos of the bits that she missed, so we'll cover that later on. But I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. There won't be a live stream tonight at 8 p.m. Johannesburg time. I need to catch up on some sleep, guys. I need to catch up on some sleep. It's been a long day. Let me just try Michelle once more. Here we go. Now, I think the battery has cooked its goose. All right. Take care, guys. Thank you to the moderators for looking after the side chat. And please, when you see Michelle at our next live stream, just say how wonderful she has been, because she has. I mean, she's captivated the audience for 3 hours, which is quite extraordinary. Viking Boer says, I slept only 40 minutes since last night's stream. Well, guess what, Viking Boer? I haven't slept at all. I haven't had any sleep. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. I love these live streams. I love covering events like we just covered, because it's real, it's happening, it's live. And we're going to be following very closely the independence movements in South Africa, and obviously we're going to be supporting them. So let's see what happens. All right, guys, please take care and have a great day. For those of you who have been following me since 9 a.m. this morning, now that it's nearly 12:30 p.m. your time, I hope you've enjoyed the live stream, and those who've joined us subsequently, I hope you've enjoyed. Please take care, and I will leave the side chat open as always for a few minutes so you guys can say your goodbyes, and take care. Bye for now.